I have been waiting for so fucking long to drink this beer, eh?
I know.
And I cracked it before, and I could just smell fruity aromas flowing through the room, flowing through out of my Jap's eye. Sorry, that was when I came from the smell.
It's got like if cereal was made of hops. That's kind of what it smells like.
If cereal was made of semen.
Delicious.
I'm finally got. Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna have a sip.
Yeah, we got to drink this.
Yeah.
The anticipation's killing me.
Oh, can we ever get a bad beer? Not that I want that, but that's fucking delightful, and I'm gonna
That is
drink
good.
heaps of it. Yeah, so we got an Indian Ocean. It's a brewery up in Mindari.
Mindari.
I am Mindari. So it's the Frutulus?
Frutulus Lupulus.
Frutulus Lupulus. What a silly name.
Yeah, I guess it's meant to taste like Fruit Loops. Doesn't taste anything like Fruit Loops.
Well, they got Fruit Loops on the
on the can.
Fucking lying sack of cunts.
Yeah, I just went to Maine actually to fill that up, and what was it, Bootleg? Yeah, Bootleg. The Bootleg reps are there, and they have they've got all their beers on tap, and the one tap that they don't have that's not Bootleg is the Frutulus Lupulus, and the guy was like, "Hey man, do you want to try some beers?" And I was like, "Man, I don't want to be a dog, because I'm actually here to fill up my growler with the one beer that's not Bootleg." And he was like, "Nah, it's cool. And so I tried their beers.
He's like, "It's cool." So it's like there's a tear running down his face. No, it's cool.
"Nah, it's cool, man." Punches me in the face.
Fuck. Get mum. Get mum.
Get mum.
Mum. This.
Yeah, the fucking the beers they have are fucking really nice. Paint the Town Red is their red IPA, which is really nice.
It's interesting. He had red hair too.
Yeah, maybe it's liquid ranger pubes. I don't know, possibly.
I hope so. That'd be nice.
But no, they had one called that coffee brew, which you can't actually get in cans, which sucks. You have to go and get it on tap wherever you see it. But if you see it, fucking try it. It is amazing. Tastes like a cold brew latte. Doesn't even taste like beer. It's fucking witchcraft.
Yeah.
I said to him, I was like, man, if I'd tried this before he started filling up the Frutulus growler, I would have got that. It's so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
I reckon you're a fucking liar.
Nah, definitely not. It's fucking delicious. But yeah, shout out to them. That was delicious.
Bootleg's a good brewery. I like that place.
They were near where we went for New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't end up
south,
there.
yeah.
Which one was the one across the road?
Black's
Brewery.
that house.
You went there, eh?
Oh, I went there several times.
How was it? Was it good?
Yeah, it's the old Duckstein brewery for anyone listening. It's now it's actually a good brewery, which is cool. They got rid of that. Hey, don't brew cold like shitty ass versions of European beers. Just don't.
Oh, is that what? I never even heard of them before.
Yeah, they're like it. They do like European style beers, but
they're
not good either.
I was talking to someone about it, and they were like, "No, man, you just had the wrong European beers. There's so many good ones."
Well, there is good ones, but I don't know. That's not as good to me. It's a taste thing, isn't it?
Seems like they sort of specialize more in the, the
Kolsch's and
and the what was that when we had the porter, like that kind of stuff?
Oh, the brown ales and sours.
Yeah, stuff like that. The Hallertau, the one we had. That seemed kind of European, I guess. Probably
it
was
did
like
have
a little bit winey.
Yeah,
that was nice, man. I would, if I was wasn't a student, I'd buy that again. That was nice.
Yeah. Thank you to Maine again for that.
Yeah,
that was nice. Well, yeah, again, Maine liquor. They hook
the
beers up.
Hook the boys up. They never dog the boys.
Yeah. So I got a little cold pack on there. Cool, and keeping the beer cool.
Yeah, it looks fucking ridiculous.
Well,
for those watching, he's wrapped a fucking one of those blue cold packs that you put on your knee or whatever when you hurt yourself. He's wrapped it around the growler, but it covers like maybe 20% of the growler. Do you think that's doing it anything?
Something. I mean, it's probably slightly better than having warm air blowing on it. Also, I was trying to wrap it around. The fucking thing split. I think I've used that about once, and it split. So
yeah, good. That's good, actually. That's good quality.
yeah,
I hope
works
that
well.
when
Works
you
well.
pour the next one, that gel actually leaks into your beer and you get some kind of Hulk-like radiation poisoning and die.
Oh, I thought you said I'd turn into a hell bath cunt.
Well,
And then you're like, oh, but you already are. That's
took a left. Excuse me.
Hey, you said it.
You're the dude from Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
Who gets out of that fucking goo sack. It's just the most shredded man that's ever existed.
I'm him. A slight gut.
With
Well,
a slight.
No,
gut.
it is only slight. You know. It's not really one. Hey.
It's the old dad beer gut.
Fuck off, mate.
Mate, come on. Let's be honest.
What's
here.
that there? Couple car tyres.
Yeah. Hey, well, we're talking about you. We're talking about you.
Couple
We're
of car
focused
tyres.
on you fucking
I don't
cunt.
even really have a gut. You're such a dog cunt. Eh?
You said it.
Yeah, it's true. I did say that. I'm such a dog cunt.
You are. Can't believe you would treat yourself like this.
So,
It's been happening, man. Haven't seen you since we had Jordan in here.
yeah. Well, I have basically suffered through one of the worst. Actually, I'm going to say the worst hangovers of my life. After that podcast we had Jordan in, we went for a couple beers after. May have got a little out of control. May not remember coming home.
Sounds like a shit night.
I
Actually.
woke up in my bed on Sunday afternoon and was like, what happened? I'm here.
You woke up in your bed next to a goat and a buff man with a condom hanging out your ass.
That was by choice, though.
Oh, okay.
I hooked that up actually before the night started.
That was before the podcast.
Yeah, before.
That was before we started drinking.
Yeah, I pre-booked that midweek.
pre-booked the
so
goat.
yeah. Yeah.
Man, what was that,
Goats.com.
Goats.com.
Go.
Barnyard.
Big goat man.
Man.
I actually had that goat man from Narnia and woke up next to that half goat man. And I was like, oh.
That guy's packing heat, eh?
Yeah,
sure.
What's his name? Mr. Tumbles or Mr. Tummers or
I don't remember, honestly.
Mr. something.
It's fucking, he's for sure.
Mr. Tuffy?
He's for sure packing heat in between those fucking hairy ass legs.
Just
though.
packing goat heat.
What was, we went to,
Hey, I haven't finished my story.
No, I was about your story. Because the first place we went from here was to Yagan Square. I always fucking think it's Yarragon Square, Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yagan Square. Hey, Perth, don't steal Melbourne's name.
What's Melbourne's one?
Yarragon Square?
Oh.
Is it Yarragon?
What?
Or is it... Have I invented a place?
Federation Square.
I think I've invented a place.
Yeah, I think you did invent it.
Yeah.
You
Look it up.
Fucking idiot.
Look it up. I'm glad this is a private conversation and I haven't embarrassed myself.
Yeah. I'm not even going to look up because I'm going to go out on a limb and say that never existed and you just made shit up.
Yarragon Square's a place. I'm fucking sure of it.
It's called Yagan Square and it's
No,
in
that's-
Perth. Hey, it's in Perth. It's called Yagan Square.
Yeah, whatever, cunt.
You like that Federagan Square? Yeah, Federagan Square in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Federagan Square.
Yeah, that
Roger Federer Square.
Fuck you, I hate tennis.
Same.
That spot in Yagan Square, that pub is sick, eh? It's hell good.
Yeah, they just need to maybe get better beers.
Yeah, that's a bit they've got a really nice cider on tap.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But
They've got Little Dove. It's not like, country pub bad. It's not completely hopeless.
yeah, it's somewhere in between.
Yeah. And they had the Colonial mid strengths as well. They've got a couple, just not much on tap, unless you're into your older Han Super Dryers and Swan Drafts.
I always go back to that thing though. It's now like, look what we're drinking.
I know.
And you walk in there, and also
it's made in Perth.
Yeah, made in Perth, made up in Mindarie, and also, we're drinking when we had J-Man on. We're drinking nice beers. Had some really good beers. Drinking them all afternoon, and then go to the pub, and they're like, "We got one okay beer," and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah, it's not
actually.
It's not that hard. It must be a demand thing. I guess people aren't that.
I just think
That into
it's
it.
easy. Yeah, because from what I've seen, those pubs, that have rotating taps and the bottle shops that do it, there's always a couple guys there that just so into it. There has to
Yeah.
be someone there that, because I think it's the same with Leverage's bar. He's right into the beer, so he orders them. There has to be a guy there that's doing it. Otherwise, they just call up the old Lion or Carlton or whoever and go, "Hey, bring 60 just beers
The most
down here."
generic pale ales that all taste the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know, because you would think like if you're running a business, you want, it's like you want variety. You want something to bring people in. I guess the Little Dove was their version of variety.
yeah. I'm so fucking balls deep in these New England pale ales. That brings me to another point.
Fucking go.
Yeah, here comes a rant. So I saw someone the other day saying, "Oh, I think we've seen a few people. I'm so off the fucking New England pale ales. Everyone's drinking, try something different." I'm like, how about if it tastes good, it's going in my mouth? Maybe dick tastes good. Maybe it's going to go in my mouth.
I don't know. If we keep drinking enough of these, you might get lucky.
Sweet.
Or I might get lucky. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that guy too. You're a wanker. He's just the typical fucking, oh, that band, I love that band, and then people start liking the band because it's a good band. Nah, they sold out, man. They're not underground anymore.
Yeah.
That's what that's what he is, man.
I don't like Bard is Murder anymore because other people know them. They were sick when they put out an EP.
Yeah, exactly.
No one knew them.
Exactly.
No, they're actually sick now.
Now that people are like getting into the New England IPAs and they become popular because they're a delicious style of beer. Yeah, he's like, no, it's fucking dog shit. And he posted some fucking, I don't know, it was a porter or something. He's like, there's other beers out there to try.
It's summer. Like, it was 38 degrees 2 days ago when I saw the fucking post, and I think it was still 30 degrees at some, like 9 or 10 at night.
Yeah,
and he's just sucking back a porter. Like, I love porters. When winter comes, I'm balls deep, but. They just something about these in summer. I can't get enough of it. Hey, it's just like
juicy,
just going back. And also, your taste buds don't go, okay, that's not cool anymore, bro. I'm not gonna taste that. That's not gonna taste the same way for you anymore.
I know. Well, and like heaps of breweries are coming out with the New England IPAs as well, so there's heaps more of them around. So
it's all competition because if you're a brewery, you got to someone's like, all right, this is epic, everyone's loving it, you got to keep up. It's like anything, you got to be current, with musical style and
everything. Yeah, it was like before the New England IPA, it was the IPA. Everyone was getting into the IPAs and the double IPAs, and it's just flavor of the month sort of shit, I guess.
It's good. Keep them coming. Keep bringing out more beers for me to fucking drink. I don't get sick. Well, I'm 31. Haven't got sick of it yet. Been drinking them a long time.
Been drinking for 31 years.
Been drinking for 35 years. Was drinking before I was born.
Was in your fucking dad's sack at the bar.
Just swimming. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, so I went out that night, caught up with a few of the boys, and someone may have dropped a couple spoonfuls of Molly into my drink, which,
Can't believe that's pretty dangerous, getting roofied like that.
Yeah, wow. That maybe something happened. Maybe I got raped. But
maybe.
I ended up, because before I was like, I really want to catch up with Normie and the boys and that. And I was like, if I go out tonight, I know, like, what happened was what I thought was going to happen. I was sort of in two minds. So I was like, I really don't feel like getting real loose tonight. Went out. Neck minute, apparently, I stumbled into the room at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus.
Apparently, yeah. And
that was your second 7 o'clock finish for
in the week. I know. I don't do that often. And I woke. I still have no fucking memory. I remember being at Amps, no memory of the rest of the night. And then Clint was saying, he just saw me at McDonald's with like a bag full of 1 million cheeseburgers. And I was just barely trying to give him all these cheeseburgers. And then Clint came back. He doesn't even fucking remember shit either. And
He came back here.
yeah, because Laura was like, Clint was on the couch. And I was like, oh, well, fucking, I have no, I don't know what I did. I could have, who knows? But I suffered until Wednesday. I'm not even kidding. Wednesday, my head was still spinning, and I was like, why do I do these things?
Yeah.
Why do I have a rubber arm? Why?
Why does my dick not work anymore?
Yeah. Why is my brain broken?
Man, it would have been probably Friday before you'd gotten over the first 7 o'clock finish. And then Saturday, that's so fucked, eh? Sunday, you get in Sunday morning just drunk off your fucking balls, and you're like, got less than 24 hours to get over this before I gotta go to work.
And I was just downing painkillers, and I was like, feeling sorry for myself. Yeah. What a fucking piece of shit I was. Absolute fucking piece of dog cunt.
Well, I saw there's a picture of you floating around on Facebook from the Edison bar.
Yeah.
You don't actually look that cooked or so.
Yeah, I was a bit by then, but the night was like we were drinking. I just remember it was, but then the end of it, I was just blasted. I was so drunk.
Well, that was kind of like Tuesday, man. I remember drinking 4 pints of Jedi juice, and then it's kind of all a blur.
Yeah. The old brain. It seems to get worse as you get older, too. The old brain's like, I'm just going to shut down so you don't remember all the shit things you did and want to kill yourself.
That's exactly right.
I hope my brain's protecting me.
You know when you get fucking like blackout drunk like that, where you don't remember, and then you wake up and you're like fucking sideways, and you sort of have like an inclination in your mind that you acted like a fuckhead.
Yeah.
And you like reach over for your phone, and you're just like, oh man, I hell don't want to look at this and see what I've posted on Facebook or what I sent to somebody.
Yeah.
Those few moments between like speculation and then checking, you're like, okay, I didn't post anything. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. And then you just get a knock at the door. There's just cops there, and you're like, oh no, I've done something, haven't I?
I didn't post anything on Facebook, but I did rob a liquor store.
Yeah. You just got away with 1 Jedi juice. Run! Fucking run.
That was their whole stock too. Fucking dogs. Speaking of Jedi juice, by the time this comes out, everyone will be feasting their
Jap's eyes.
Their lucky eyes on my
feast on your Jap's eyes.
My collection of Jedi juice.
I was actually
I came
furious.
across half a carton.
Well, not even. You got 2 more in the mail.
I haven't got those in my hands yet, so when I've got them, I'll believe
Don't want to talk it up.
Yeah, I just that's a lot of Jedi juice, man. I'm skeptical hippo eyes, but this chick reckons it's not even that hard to get.
Well, apparently it's going to become one of their core beers.
It should be. It should be as
That's
easy
what
to
Adam
get as the
was
chop,
saying,
man. Like it's fucking.
The
It's their
chop.
best beer.
Oh, the chop's so good too.
It is good, but the Jedi juice is their best beer. Easily.
Pretty good.
I reckon.
Wow, yeah.
I haven't
It
tried
depends,
all of them,
The
actually.
chop's so good.
Hey, don't fuck around. The Jedi juice is better.
Like the market.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, well,
Let's
we're
be
splitting
honest.
hairs.
All
here.
of
They're
their shit is
good.
fucking good. Hey?
I haven't tried. I forgot to bring the sour.
Oh,
Yeah.
you fucking.
Well, I got so excited when I realized I was filling up the Frutulus Lupulus growler.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck the mango.
Lucky for that pack. When you have another swig out of that and it's ice fucking cold, you won't be laughing then.
Ice cold and radioactive.
Radioactive. Yeah.
It's got Chernobyl in my beer.
So what? Yeah, I have not been getting fuck all sleep because I keep watching that Ray Donovan show. I can't sleep. I'm like, each episode's like a solid hour. Like it's a long show.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Stan. But it's worth illegally downloading, doing
don't
stuff
do that.
like
That's
that.
super illegal.
Yeah, no, illegally download it.
Yeah, Australians would never do that.
Illegally download this podcast just to stick it to us. It's free anyway.
Hey, I don't think you can illegally
Just try and just some. I'm gonna fucking download and then put it on a torrent.
Yeah.
Right?
Put it on
Hey.
Megatorrent or something.
What's the old one like? Hot what? No, what's it? Fuck, I can't remember.
I don't remember them either. I can
LimeWire. I'm gonna put it on LimeWire.
Yeah, that's the one. The old give your computer AIDS just to get some fucking some dog shit quality MP3s of some band.
LimeWire. You download one song and then 2YK happens.
Y2K, yeah.
Y2K.
No, I remember.
Okay, I'm retarded.
I remember that. That's my main concern was when I wake up in the morning, is my PlayStation going to still work? That's all I cared about, because I was like 11.
Yeah, the world was falling to pieces, and you're like, I don't know if I can go on living. PlayStation is down.
I was just like, fuck, my memory card might not work in the morning. What about all my saves, man? Like, I'm so close to beating Resident Evil 3, man. What about my fucking saves?
How good is it? Like when you're that young and that's all it takes to entertain you.
Well,
now
that was the height of my problems too. That was the most concerning thing in my life.
I know. Now it's like to entertain you. It's like as many drugs as you can ingest in one night, and alcohol also makes you forget about the... I'm joking.
No, I know what you mean though. Like even when I'm on the computer and shit, I've got two screens, usually watching TV, playing a game at the same time, or studying podcasts on the other one, you know.
Porn on the other one.
Porn on both screens.
And then you've also got the 3D porn headset on. You can't even see the rest of the porn that you got on. Wank station.
Listening to a different porn podcast. Porn podcast, that would be gross.
The porn.
It's just...
Just like listening to someone chew for 3 hours.
That's so funny.
Unless you're listening to Max Hardcore porn.
You know what?
Hey, if you haven't ever watched Max Hardcore porn, I'm going to go...
I don't know what that is.
You haven't seen it?
Max Hardcore.
Oh, so my cousin had this... It's
Which
like...
cousin?
Well, one of my cousins. I won't disclose. So there's this...
Hey, chuck him in hot water.
Yeah, probably would too. So there was this videotape that used to float around, and I used to we're working together, and he's like, yeah, me and all my mates used to get together and watch this because this shit, it was just so fucked up, and it was like disturbing.
It was porno.
Yeah, it was porn, but it was
like hell hardcore.
Well, he was just the shit he would say, and he'd be like, he had a cowboy hat on and a watch.
Oh, so it wasn't like actual like gaping or anything crazy.
But he just do with like there was a chick that had like a dental splint, and their mouth was being held. It was stuff like. I think it was back in the 90s. But
that's fucking pretty hardcore for 90s.
Yeah, but he was like he was like 1,000 years old, and he'd just be wearing mountain hiking boots, a watch, and a cowboy hat, and he'd be like, choking that rod and stuff. And he'd call people like dumb.
His name was Rod though.
but this it was like VHS, and I got a hold of this videotape, and like we were talking about it. You know, it's just funny because of all the sayings. It's actually terrible, but after it's disturbing to watch. But then after, it's just the sayings that just become funny.
Yeah.
And I had dug up this old fucking VCR player, and I took it round my mates because everyone had heard so much about this fucking thing, and we watch it, and everyone's just silent, just like, oh shit. And then like you've just got more ammunition the next week. That's
something that doesn't happen anymore. Like when you're 12, 13, 14, whatever, you don't fucking find a weird porno and watch it with your mates, and everyone acts like they're not fighting off a fucking hard on because you've never seen anything like it.
Everyone's got a cushion on there.
Everyone's like, you cunts need to leave so I can shoot cum on everything in this room.
This room is going to look like a glazed donut as soon as you step out the door. Because back then, your two-stroke engine. Wait. Your two-stroke?
Yeah, back then. Back then.
Oh, wait. Now, one-stroke. One-stroke engine.
It only takes one stroke, man. I'm so efficient,
Oh, you get that two-stroke oil. Two-stroke oil for a one-stroke engine.
I actually remember when I was in grade 7, I think. What's that, 12? Yeah, 12. 11 or 12? Yeah, 12, I think. Yeah, anyway. Had like, must have been about 4 mates stay over one weekend. And did you ever see the Up in Smoke
What was
tour?
who was that?
It was like,
It rings a bell. Rings a
was
bell in.
Ice Cube, Eminem, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg.
Oh
think.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Came out in like 2002 or something. It was like the tour that Dre did for the Dre 2000, that legendary album with the Next Episode and all that shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that tour. But there's one song, I can't remember what it's called, but the chorus is like, I just want to fuck you. And it's about like fucking this chick while her husband's away because her husband doesn't make her come when she fucks him. But during that song, man, all the chicks in the crowd are like showing their tits. One chick gets her fucking pussy out. One dude's like railing this chick, like bending her over the rail and fucking her. And we're all like 12, and all my mates are over.
Was this actually happening at a concert?
Yeah, at a concert. Yeah,
but I don't think I don't remember. I don't know if I've actually seen that.
It's pretty cool, man. It's cool to see. It's
like,
fucking sick.
Can you leave so I can download?
And I mean, you go back and watch it now, you're like, okay, cool. It's like 5 pairs of tits. But when you're 12 and the internet wasn't really a thing,
Well, you get a surf magazine with a pair of tits in the back, and you're just like,
get that Target magazine with the lingerie, the fucking underwear section. Yeah, it's like there's like 4 or 5 of us, man, and this is one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my fucking life. There was one guy who I won't name.
Go on.
Nah,
hey,
because he's actually
name and shame.
Nah, because he's an actual hell legend. Hell nice guy. He was a year older than us.
He's just sitting listening, going, "You better fucking know."
He was a year older than us, and he was up on the bunk bed under the blankets, just flogging his dolphin in a room full of dudes.
What did he think no one saw it?
I just don't think he gave a fuck, eh?
He's just like, this is too good. Fuck y'all.
Well, I later found out that this wasn't the first time this had happened. But here's the most fucked up part. He fucking shot a load into his hand and ate it in front of everybody.
What? So
that's how you clean up in his house.
Let me get this in front of everyone. Was this like a situation where, like, I'm sort of get the picture I'm getting is his bed's, there's a giant room. His bed is in the middle of this room. Everyone's standing in a circle around his bed watching him jerk off.
We're jerking off too.
Yeah.
He didn't eat his cum. He ate ours. We jerked off onto him. No, he was in like, the bed was in like the back corner. The TV was in the front corner. So he was up on the top bunk, kind of behind us. So I didn't see his dick or anything. I definitely saw the cum in his hand though.
What? That is one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. Why?
Yeah, it's filthy.
What was his reason? Trying to dispose of the evidence.
Just cleaning up, man.
Wait, there's better ways. Hey, wipe it on your pants. Chuck them in the wash.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Anything's better than that.
Oh.
Hey, try and stick it back up your dick hole. Anything's better than eating it.
Or just don't wank in a room front with your mates.
There's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it got weird though, because like I guess on Monday at school, I was talking about one of the other dudes that were there. He was like, "Oh man, it's not even the first time he's done it." Eh?
What, he's done that before?
Same thing, eating it afterwards.
That is fucking chook scraps. Have you ever discussed it with him in later years? Gone,
nah, because
please give me a lengthy explanation on your reasoning behind
just
eating your own gack.
Nah, never brought that up. Gack. Nah, never had that conversation.
Oh fuck me, that's
it's not gay, bro. It's your own sperm. Don't be
weird. I'm gonna say that's odd.
It's definitely odd. It's not. Makes me feel a bit sick.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. It's pretty gross.
Shooting a hot load down your own throat.
Oh, I think you may have ruined my life. Like
this beer's definitely ruined. I don't think I could drink anything anymore. Jokes, I'm drinking.
That is actually fucking terrible. Oh,
Yeah, not great. So hopefully everyone's thrown up in their car or wherever they're listening.
thrown up out of their dick.
You're welcome.
You're welcome for that
You're
story.
welcome.
Yeah, it's like when you're young, some fucking shit goes down that just gets swept under the rug, doesn't
Oh man, there was this fucking tree. You know what? I don't give a fuck. There's this tree near my house, and it was right next to the train station, and it was like, I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it kind of grew up and then like straight up, and then the branches went right out, and then it was like really bushy, so you could go into this tree, and it was like this huge cubby house. Like naturally there was, and no one could see in there, and we like built fucking, you know, platforms and shit, and we used to just go there and hang out. Went and smoked weed there for the first time when I was like 13 or something, and but people used to go there and jerk off. Like that was the thing.
Right, this in the cubby house, well,
That's why there was different cubby house levels and shit. So that
there'd be like a 10 stack high of kids jerking off, so like one in each level. Fucking jerk stack.
There was
the old jerk stack.
There was 4 levels. It was 4 levels, man, and each level had like we'd collected all these porno mags, and they were fucking.
Did you like swap mid wank? You're like, hey,
never...
Johnny, fucking chuck that one up here. I'll swap you.
There's never any weird shit like that went on, but yeah, it was something we did. We definitely did when we were like 12. We just go there after school and just fucking beat off in this tree. And like that's specifically why we built these fucking platforms.
I love it.
So you couldn't see each other beating off.
Oh fucking hell!
But it was right next to a train line, and some cunt was throwing rocks at the train once.
Ridiculous.
I know, man. Some cunt was throwing rocks at the train as it was going past one day, and the fucking council came and cut the tree down. Everyone was devastated. Like, where are we going to wank now? Fuck!
It's like, I don't know, at home in the toilet. The tree goes down, it just, as it lands, cum just goes like a wave of cum just sprays it.
Yeah,
what the cum tree?
It's weird, eh? Weird shit.
Yeah, the old cum tree, eh?
Yeah, I don't know how that got started. Because
was that ever discussed? Was it like, hey, do you guys want to build a multi-level cum tree, like where we can all just go and flog our cocks?
Well, we were like 11 or 12, so I don't think there was any cum involved. But no, I try and think back. I don't remember. Eh? Like, was there a discussion we had? Oh, we should build different levels so we can fucking jerk off. I think we just did it silently, and we all knew what we were doing.
I like you wouldn't have spoke a word the whole time, and it took like 3 months. You're just out there just building. No one said anything to each other. You just knew what had to be done.
Yeah, it was hectic.
I'm gonna say, I never had a cum tree, and I'm
what are you
maybe a
doing
bit
with
like,
life?
fuck, maybe I missed out.
Maybe you need to get one now.
Yeah, maybe we could get a cum tree that's like as high as this balcony, build one for each level. The balcony will just be a cum tree. Everyone's out in their balconies jerking off.
Just shooting loads off the side into the pool.
Oh, this whole podcast is basically about jerking off.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah. You're welcome, everyone. You are welcome. Topic of the week, wanking.
Jacking your hammer.
Yeah.
My sister was fucking freaking out about this before. She, not the cum tree, I didn't tell her that.
She's like, I used to go to the cum tree with 3 of my mates.
No, she was watching, because she's got I think he's 8 months old nearly, son. And she was watching something on TV about like mothers and you know how to deal with sons going through puberty and all this shit, and she was like, oh my god, Avery's gonna be like jerking off in his room in the same house as me when he's older, and she's like, oh my god, what the fuck do I do? How do I deal with that?
Oh man, that Ray Donovan show I was watching.
How did we go from Ray Donovan to the cum tree?
And you know it's funny because it's going to come back around to that topic. Because on that fucking show, like I was watching last night, the chick like walks into her son. The mother walks into the son's room. It's like, what? Like to go and tell him something, and he's just got his lappy up, his fucking headphones on, and he's
and
he's just fucking the in between the mattress and his bed, and then she's like, oh, and he's like, get out, and then she rings Ray up, and she's like, oh. Just got your son fucking like in between your bed. He's just driving all serious, and he's like, and just starts smirking and laughing. That would be the worst nightmare for a kid too. Your mum just catches your dick in between.
Oh man,
in between two fucking.
That's fucked, eh?
You're just like, I have to get a new mum now. I have to get a new mum. That's it. Can't go on.
I need a whole new family.
Yeah, new family.
I need to move towns. I need to change my name.
No one can
I
know.
need a new passport.
No one can know that I wank. No one can fucking know.
Back then it was like the most devastating secret of all time.
Well, you fucking wank cunt. No, I fucking don't. That's disgusting.
It was weird because, yeah, we'd all go to this fucking weird tree and jerk off, but even though we knew what we were doing there, no one would fucking admit to it.
Yeah, you know, if one of you's caught, like, took it, you know, went up and was like, hey, I was going to grab one of these. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? I'm telling you. Snaps a couple of pictures.
Man,
next thing everyone at school knows. Then you have to move schools, get a new passport.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it,
change genders.
Maybe the other guys were just playing Legos and I was the only one jerking off.
The other guys are actually just reading magazines.
Yeah, they had, you know, the old K-Mag, the old FHM.
They're like, why does your
level,
Zane, why does your level look like a wax cave?
Yeah.
A half-melted
how did
wax cave.
Stick the walls together? There's no nails here.
This is it. Why does it look like Spider-Man lives in your level? What's going on?
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
I don't know how to come back from that, actually.
I suppose just keep talking about wanking for another 2 hours, I suppose.
All right, well, no, that Ray Donovan show, you were telling me about that.
Man,
what is that even about?
He's like he's a guy that works for two lawyers, and the lawyers, they just basically tie up everyone's...
Just to interrupt quickly, do you want to fill up?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go on.
Is the Pope Jewish? No, but I want another fucking beer for sure.
That was all right.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't say it's the Pope Catholic because of course he is, and of course I want another beer.
Yeah, so keep going.
Hey, you're not gonna fucking say much now that fucking beer's cold, are you?
Just for the record, this beer's hotter than Satan's fat throbbing member.
Well, Satan doesn't exist, so must be pretty cold, okay? Yeah, so he works with these two lawyers, and he basically goes and cleans up. They do high end, so like celebrities, and they look after, you know, the Hollywood elite or whatever in Los Angeles, and he basically just goes around and cleans shit up. You know, they kill a hooker. He sorts it out. Someone's trying to blackmail him. He's like a guy. Cheers, man. He basically, just goes around and ties up loose ends, blackmails people, extorts them, beats them up. But he's like he's just a mad cunt, you know, really. And then you watch it, you're like, I want to extort someone, you know? Looks fun.
He's kind of like the wolf from Pulp Fiction, that guy.
Remember? I can't remember. It's been so many years since I've seen that.
He's like the guy that everybody goes to clean up bodies and shit. Like you kill someone, you call the wolf.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the old guy. That's right.
Yeah,
yeah. So
who plays him.
Yeah, he's like that, but it's like, you know, like, oh, this NFL football star fucked someone's missus and they're threatening to kill him, or he goes and sorts it out. But he's not like, doesn't just go and beat people up all the time. He'll try and deal with situations, you know, pay people off and...
Oh, okay.
But he's just...
Is it hell violent, though?
Nah, the violent parts, but not...
He said it's on Stan, eh?
Yeah.
See, fucking.
It's one of the best shows I've seen in ages. It's so fucking good. I am addicted.
Well, I just fucking binge watched the first season of Ash vs Evil Dead in one night because I started and I was like, oh my god, it's so fucking good.
It's so fucking
it's so fucking ridiculous.
Just gets worse. Too.
I know, and the acting gets shitter as well, which makes it funnier.
It is so outrageous, that show, isn't it?
Oh man, it's comic genius. But fuck man, I've never had any trouble, had as much trouble streaming a show in my fucking life.
Oh,
mate.
have you got Stan?
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
It is fucking woeful.
It is a joke, man. I've never had Netflix shit out on me ever. My internet stopped working. I had to reset my router. Everybody goes through that. But Netflix has never just stopped
It's probably
working.
because I've been watching that Ray Donovan show 24/7, taking up all the bandwidth.
Well, it's probably because me and you are the only people that have a Stan subscription, so they're whole.
They only need one. They've only got one.
They can have one stream at a time. You fucking cunt.
Dude, yeah, but that show as well, I have to watch it in like, I'm not even 720p. I think it's like 1p.
Oh, really?
Dude, it's so bad. Like, most of the time when I'm watching it, the people in the background are so pixelated, you can't even see who they are until they come in the foreground of the show. And I'm like,
part of that is the fact that you've got a hamster running your internet in this building.
I'd be lucky if there was a hamster running the internet.
You know what? A hamster's probably too fast for what you've got.
Yeah, a hamster can actually run way too fast.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke.
It's getting worse. No joke, the internet's getting worse.
Yeah, well, it's not great.
Australia has
it's like 3 meg.
The worst internet. You go to Bali and they've got better internet.
Like legitimately. I went to Vietnam and their internet destroys what we have, eh?
Why?
Don't know. It's fucking insane.
What's the problem?
I was in like a huge apartment building like this. It was like 7:30 at night, so there's a fair bit of traffic on the internet, surely you would think. Did a speed test, got 86 down, which is double what I get on my NBN.
Did a speed test, put some up your nose, smoked a bit of meth, and then you're like, fuck, this is so fast.
This is so fast, I can't believe
it was dial up. It was like when you're like back in the day, you're loading like a picture and it's like and you're
trying
like,
to look at some tits and it takes
and you're like,
40
yes,
minutes.
there's some cleavage, yes.
Almost got to their nipples. Yeah, it's a fucking joke. I managed to get 1080 out of Stan. It always plays in 1080, but what it'll do is it loads in chunks. It does what? Do you remember back in the day you could load a whole YouTube video and then disconnect your internet and then watch the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. YouTube loads in chunks.
Why?
Because it doesn't like you doing that, disconnecting your internet. I don't know why.
What, YouTube doesn't?
Yeah, they don't like you doing that. So it loads, say it'll load a minute, and then when you get to 45 seconds, it'll load the next minute. I think that's what Stan does too, man, because I see the bar, I'm watching like 5 minutes in, and it's creeping up to where it's loaded up to, and then where it's loaded up to never reloads, and then it just gets stuck. And I'm like, you fucking dog. And then the only way to fix it is to refresh the whole page. It just doesn't fucking load. And also, can we skip the fucking credits or nah?
No, you can.
Can you?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Is
can.
there a setting or something?
Yeah, no, it just pops up.
Really? It doesn't on computer, eh? What are you watching it on?
Oh, no, PlayStation.
No. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. You got to watch the whole ending credits of every episode.
Wait, when you just said that, I just thought of this fucking meme I saw, and it's hilarious. So did you ever watch Star Trek?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
So this is why I thank my mum for fucking putting me through Star Trek every week when I was young. You know?
Putting me through it like it was torture.
No, I did enjoy it. Yeah, but this fucking meme here, it's Mark Zuckerberg as Data. You know Data, the android?
What does it say?
So Data in Star Trek was the android, and he always wanted to become more. His quest, was to become more human. And it's it looks exactly like him, the green eyes and
someone's
shit.
like photoshopped him hell pale and changed his eye color.
Yeah, he's got like green eyes, and it says, the more of your data I gather, the more I understand what it means to be human. I fucking lost it when I saw that, because he looks like he could be a fucking android.
He
The
does,
cunt
man.
looks like he
Yeah.
hasn't seen the sun in the last ever.
Even if you watch videos of him giving speeches and like talking to people, he's super fucking weird. Like his body language, the way he speaks, his like speech patterns, the way his eyes move and shit, he's fucking weird, eh?
Yeah.
And there's all
Hey,
there's actually heaps,
serial killer?
or maybe reptilian. Don't know. There's actually heaps of memes going around about
He's
him.
a reptilian.
No, that he's like a cyborg or something. He's like, yes, I'm out with my family doing human things like one of you humans.
That must be that one.
Yeah, he's a weird guy.
Also, you know how you're one of the richest guys on the planet, and you know, businesses, bands, artists, people out there are trying to get their career off the ground. You're like, nah, need more money. Need the poorest people to pay the richest people to get their shit out there. You're a flog.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg. Flog. And
I mean,
well, it's probably not only him as well.
yeah, it's probably
Well,
not even
definitely
him. It's
not
probably
only
some
him.
other cunt.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not him at all. Still, you're an android.
Just the way Facebook actively stops your posts showing up in people's. It's not that.
Yeah, it actually
It's not that
does.
like, oh, people's feeds are hell clogged and they just miss it. They actively stop any, kind of page, like band page, podcast page, business page. They stop them showing up in people's Facebook feeds unless you fucking pay money.
But even when you do pay money now,
Yeah, it's not as good. Yeah,
it's like you get nothing.
yeah, it's not like it used to be.
So
Like, I was pissed when they brought in the advertising because I was like, fuck, it sucks. You got to spend money on it. But it's advertising. You got to spend money on advertising for anything, really.
yeah, I'm fine with that. But the fact that
Yeah, the way it used to be was good, though. Like, you would spend $10 on something and actually get quite a lot out of that.
well, I get the mentality behind. I get the fact that then there's not as much content. Like if you're willing to pay. Yeah, like you said, you'll get actual advertising. Now, you put shitloads of money into it. You're literally throwing your money into the wind. And because that,
It's super hit and miss, too. Like you were going to say then, the Make Way for Man one, we boosted that and that got very little reach. Whereas,
and they've got a fuckload of followers.
yeah,
So-
like 8,000 or something. Just on 8,000. And then, because it shows you the reach, it was like 900 people or something for $50. And then we posted a video of our two ugly heads drinking Jedi juice, and that had like 1,700 reach. And that
Yeah.
wasn't even boosted, and our page has 200 likes. So it's like hell fucking weird how the algorithm works. It's hell inconsistent, eh?
Well, we should have literally got that $50.
And jammed it up our asses.
Yeah. But yeah. Wow. I reckon bought some more Jedi juice, drank that, and then
Sorry, I thought we were going somewhere else with
well,
it.
we could write $50 on a piece of paper, then jam that up our asses just to stick it to the man.
I can write
you know?
$50 on my dick and jam that up your ass. if that would help. Actually, no, I lie. I can't because I won't fit.
You need that hell tiny pen. But I'm keen.
I might be able to get the 5 and the 0, but I don't think the dollar sign
dollar
will
sign.
fit.
I'll know what 50 means.
50. Yeah, cool.
50 cents.
Ah, cool. Yeah.
50 cents, all it's worth.
50 cents sausage. Yeah, so, how's your new job going? It's fucking sick, eh? You love it? Love your new job? It's the best ever.
Well,
You got a twinkle in your eye.
yeah, so if I don't like basically I don't know if there's anything on this earth that I could hate more. I don't know if there's anything else that'll happen to me in my life like get AIDS, still hate this job more. Yeah, it's shit. Oh, well, yeah, it's shit.
Shit.
Well, work's just shit anyway, isn't it? It's just yeah.
Yeah.
Working is for cunts, and I am a cunt, so you'd think it'd be good for me, but it's not.
It's fair. You do deserve it. So there's that. The fucking man. I actually have this thing I've got to do for uni that's kind of interesting, actually, about the Black Plague.
Yeah,
The,
I heard you've been getting pretty racist lately.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Fucking-
a little uncomfortable with
fucking-
what you're going to say right now.
Yeah. So what happened? Europe was an Aryan race place, and a bunch
Actually, it
of
was.
people with dark skin migrated out of Africa into Europe and just fucked the whole. No.
The bubonic plague. Ah.
Yeah, no, it's. I've got to like do this thing. It's called primary document analysis, meaning it's an actual document written during the Black Plague. Like it was written in 1655, I think this one was. It was written in Italy, actually. So your people, but it was written by a doctor who did an autopsy on these two kids. And it's so graphic, man. He's talking about, he pulls out their livers and kidneys, talks about just the pustules and shit in them. He cuts their hearts out, and he's talking about their hearts are full of like what looks like thick molasses, like black and they've just died. Like, and one of the gnarliest bits is he cuts their intestines out and cuts open their intestine to see what they've been eating. That's what he says, to see what their diets consisted of, to see if that affected the plague. But he says the whole lining of their intestine was covered in mold.
What the? And what? This is after like one day?
No, they just died that day.
And how? Look, didn't you say if you get the Black Plague, you're dead in like as soon as you contract it, it's like 12 hours?
Yeah, I think there's 3 different types. I can't think of what the third one is, but there's the bubonic plague, which is the one that most people got because I think that was most easily spread. So what happened was the fleas carried by rats. Fleas would bite people and give them the bubonic plague, which was like a bacterial infection.
Well, so the fleas would bite the rats and then bite humans.
Well, the fleas would just chill out on the rats because the rats are what transported the fleas, but the fleas are what actually had the plague. So the fleas would get into your bed and bite you, etc. The bubonic plague was like the bacterial infection in your blood. That one was like 2 or 3 days between getting bitten and dying was about 2 or 3 days. And the way it would develop is like you would get huge swollen nodules in your armpits. That was pretty much it. And then all of a sudden,
basically get a couple ball sacks growing under.
Yeah, extra ball sacks. And then like, you know, less than 12 hours before you would die, you would get black, like necrotic tissue on your arms or somewhere on your body. And then once that came, you were pretty much just waiting to die.
You know what's crazy about?
That's not even the worst one though.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a worse one. So there's one.
Are they selling this in shops? Is it a cosmetic product?
There's one. The pneumonic plague was the one you didn't want to get.
Oh.
That was if.
That sounds a little nice. Bubonic sounds worse.
It sounds bubonic sounds
like
nasty.
It sounds like I don't know. This is quite nice.
Well, you're wrong.
Oh.
So if I've got the pneumonic plague and I sneeze on you, you've got less than 12 hours until you're dead.
You know what? At work today, I would have fucking welcomed that.
Just someone sneezing down your
Some
throat.
cunt with the pneumonic plague just sneeze on me. I'm fucking done with this shit.
Yeah, that was the one that got in your lungs. So pneumonic, you know, like pneumonia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that got in your lungs. That was.
Oh, pneumonic.
Yeah, that was fucking hectic. I had no idea it was that killed you that quick. But that was it's crazy because they didn't know what the Black Plague was for years. Like they obviously knew people were getting sick and dying from the same thing, but they didn't know what it was. And a bunch of people, historians still go back and debate this. They reckon that it was anthrax.
Yeah,
because
so that's the similar symptoms.
Yeah,
of
the black necrotic tissue is exactly what anthrax looks like.
How is that? Is anthrax a made chemical? Hey, like
no, I don't think it is, man. I don't think so. I always thought it was because there's like stories of like Russians weaponizing anthrax, like they had trenches full of anthrax in World War II and shit like that, which I think that's probably bullshit. But yeah, I've heard of weaponized anthrax, but I'm pretty sure it's a naturally occurring thing, because
really?
Yeah, you know the permafrost like up in
Russia. Where that guy's burying people's hands.
Yeah, where all the fucking hands are. It's probably actually cutting off kids' hands that are jerking off in trees.
Yeah. Stop that jerking off. Get out of that tree. Your hands are coming off.
There's like bodies of, because the frost preserves shit pretty well, especially like bacteria and viruses and stuff. They can stay frozen for millions of years and then come back to life.
Well, that's what they're worried about it melting now. There's going to be like
Yeah.
million-year-old bacteria.
Yeah, well, that's what I was
Unleashed
going
on
to say,
humanity.
man. They've found anthrax in the permafrost. Some of the bodies have anthrax on them.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's way,
does that just
way
mean
back
there's
before
some
we were
dog cunt back in the day making anthrax? And
one
that's
year.
how the dinosaurs died?
It's a T-Rex rubbing a couple rocks together, chuck
Suck.
some spices in, suck shit, cunts.
That's why we don't have dinosaurs. Anthrax. You thought you knew? You're wrong.
You were wrong.
Asteroid? No.
The dinosaurs were killed by anthrax.
Yeah.
By one dog cunt T-Rex.
Yeah. I bet you they were all hanging at a party. Some T-Rex rolls in. Like, they're all drinking. You know, it's a worldwide party. Some T-Rex rolls in.
Oh, I got some fucking
holds up a
sick
bag.
speed,
Looks
mate.
like he's like, I got some fucking wicked Coke. And everyone's like, I am for brontosauruses, triceratopses, pterodactyls. They are fucking in for the night. And he's fucking dumping this shit on the table, and he's like doing this little evil laugh, trying to rub his hands together, but his arms are too short to reach. Trying to do like an evil like, fuck yeah. And then they all start around this shit, and then they snort, and he's like, "That was anthrax, you fuckheads. I'm gonna
It
be
was
the last
actually-
one left." And then he didn't really weigh it up that
Well, it's just actually
there weren't any other T-Rexes, so he died out. And then he's like, "Fuck, I can't even jerk off because my arms are too short." And he climbed up the tree, and he cried himself to fucking death because he couldn't wank in the fucking tree.
See, I don't think it was that sinister. I think he thought it was would just do it as a practical joke. So he's shot a load into a bag and dried it out and
He
chopped
actually
it up.
came
and,
anthrax.
That's what. Well, he didn't know that his cum was so deadly, and that's what we call anthrax.
Should have been T-thrax. Just
Speaking of T,
deadliest
because
cum
T
going.
rhymes with P, I'm about to piss myself. Eh?
I am actually too. I'm glad
Yeah,
you said
let's
that.
do it.
'Cause-
Let's go for a
okay,
hot
let's go
piss.
for a quick finger. So we're back from the cum tree. Zane
I
just
built a few Legos in the tree.
yeah, constructed some Lego for sure. That's what happened. The cum tree. Hey, everyone out there, you should really invest in cum trees. It's probably not a bad business. Just go around building cum trees for people. Just, you know.
We should invest in some fucking better mic stands.
Well, we kind of did, and someone
we tried.
fucking robbed us. Yeah, we bought some good mic sounds.
Off
Some-
eBay.
Yeah, someone's like, nah. Oh, nah.
And then eBay was like, oh, I didn't actually send you the product. Yeah, look, we can't do anything. You don't need that money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg's like, it was actually Mark Zuckerberg.
Pretty sure he doesn't own eBay.
No, I was relating it to
He's the one who sold it. He was the cunt who's, that's how he made his millions. He sells mic stands
Yeah,
and he never
he
fucking
fucking
sends
really-
them.
He's
No,
like,
eBay
"No."
was like, no, you can't. There's nothing we can do. You got to wait. Oh, I think it was like 12 weeks. You've got to wait 12 weeks for in case they come in the mail, and you've got to chase it up with Australia Post. Contact the seller. I was like, I tried to contact him. Doesn't reply.
Basically, they were like, you've got to do all this stuff that you're never going to do, so you don't get your money back.
Yeah, eat shit and die, basically. So I was
yeah.
like, well, fuck you. Went to PayPal, clicked like 2 buttons, and they're like, yeah, here's your money back. Fucking joke.
Yeah.
So moral of the story, use PayPal if you buy something on eBay.
Yeah,
or you'll get
Elon
fucked.
Musk again. The Musk. What a fucking lord.
The Musk. That's his
The Musk.
that's his porno name. The Musk.
What an absolute lord, though, you know? There you go. Sorts it out. eBay. Fucking useless.
Fucking
Mark
dogs.
Zuckerberg. Fucking useless.
He's just money hungry.
Yeah.
It's his last name. What are you gonna do?
I
He's got a
Cock Zuckerberg.
Jewish last name.
Does he? Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. You reckon that's Jewish?
No, I reckon it's maybe German.
Hard
Well,
to tell.
Anyway. So, anyways, I bought Lotto this week.
You're not gonna
Hey.
win.
Didn't win.
Well, yeah. So Neil deGrasse Tyson actually said
I think you've
the chances
fucked what
of
he
winning Lotto are lower than the chance of an asteroid from another galaxy coming down and
well,
hitting
let me
you in
tell
the
you
head.
about that. Someone in WA won 20 mil last night, and I was on the phone and I was raging shit day, and I was like, someone won 20 mil. Definitely me. I definitely won out of everyone in Western Australia. Was me. And then I went and checked, and I was like, oh, fuck, is it?
This must be wrong.
It must be. No, they've got my ticket wrong.
Been a mistake.
I'd already planned the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
I'd already pre-ordered my yacht.
Yeah. Pre-ordered my yacht and my
Actually,
mansion.
You know what's fucked up
I
about
pre-ordered
yachts?
Mark Zuckerberg.
You know what's fucked up about yachts? 20 million probably doesn't even pre-order a yacht.
No, you know what's fucked up about yachts is the way they're spelled. Yatchet. Hey, that's not a fucking. It sounds more. It's a ratchet. It's not a fucking yacht. Change the spelling.
God damn it. So what do you reckon of this beer?
I reckon it's really nice, but I'm gonna say not the best New England IPA I've had. It's nice. It's the fruit's not the smell, like the aroma was. Like, I thought the aroma was super fruity. It's quite a nice fruity taste, not super strong. And the juice, like, it's quite juicy, but not super juicy, and also it's not super hoppy, so it's quite a mild one, and it's delicious by all means, but I don't think it's the best one.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. And I think
But it's delicious. I'm not gonna. I would drink this all fucking night as well.
it is nice, but the thing about these New England IPAs is how is like one of the things is the texture. And this is quite thin or watery
Yeah, it is.
for
Yeah.
a New England IPA. They usually actually have like an orange juice texture. They're quite thick.
It's not as juicy and it's not as hopsy. It's somewhere in between.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's the alcohol percentage, because I thought it was lower than this actually. It's 5.9%, which isn't super low, but is a little bit low for a New England IPA. They are usually around 7. So I'm wondering if that's whether it's missing that weight.
6 to 7 around that, and then you got
What
rock
is
juice was like 9.
Yeah, well, that was thick with 2
Yeah.
C's. Like you poured that out, it felt like you were pouring like honey out of a can. That was thick.
Golden syrup.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know how you get, like, I had the Garage Project one, I can't remember what it's called, last night, and that was like more on the hoppy side. Some of them seem like they got more of a hoppy prominence, and then some of them are a bit juicier. But this is a bit in between. This isn't really either, but it's nice. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's still yum.
I think the best way to describe this is it's the mid-strength of New England IPA. Like
Yeah.
it lacks that bold characteristic,
Yeah.
thick texture. Having said that, though, it is fucking nice.
Yeah.
It is really nice.
It's like being super critical here because it is.
Well, I'm just trying to compare.
If you get
this.
the chance, definitely try it, and I would have 12
but
more.
for sure, don't. It tastes nothing like Fruit Loops. Get that shit out of my face.
Yeah.
Whoever. Hey, no.
Why'd you put Fruit Loops on them?
Not even.
What have you done to me? What have you done to me?
What have you done for me lately? It's but like it's really cloudy. It's got like that cloudy apple juice. It smells amazing. It just is a different flavor, I guess. It just doesn't have that hoppy thickness.
You know what's funny is everyone I talk to keeps saying the Biggie juice is their favorite out of them all, and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Got like, dude at the bottle shop yesterday when I was buying some beers. Knew his shit, was balls deep in it. Biggie juice, still one of his favorites. I'm just like, no, not, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I wasn't. Me and you never agree on shit usually, but when it comes to that, yeah, I'm with you. I'm not that into it. It's too. First of all, I don't think it's juicy at all, which is
to me it just tastes too. No, I thought it's not juicy, but it tastes like juice. It's not. It needs a bit of floral essence. It needs.
You reckon it
hoppy.
tastes like juice? I don't think that at all. Though.
I thought it just there was like it was juicy, but I don't know. It wasn't juicy. It just tasted like juice. I don't know. That's it's hard to explain taste to someone because you taste it different.
Yeah, especially when you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about, like
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, we're a bunch of fucking dickheads.
We act like we know, but we know shit.
Mm.
No
shit.
The Biggie juice has a pretty good taste. Like, I'm not mad at Biggie juice. I like it. But the aftertaste reminds me of like a Heineken or something. It's got that fucking sour, really dry aftertaste. That's what I found.
Maybe we need to have it again.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only had it out of
Maybe we need to dig Biggie up and drink his juice.
just juice his fat black balls into our ass, mouth
I
and ass.
I reckon he's. Oh yeah, I'm keen. I reckon he's actually just a pile of rotten juice now.
Yeah, that would explain why the aftertaste is so sour. Actually,
They actually dug a Biggie up, like maybe took his arm and ground it up and chucked it in the mix or something.
I wonder how hard it is to get like the rights to something like that, because it's got his fucking face on the bottle.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I wonder
He's
how hard that is.
Just turning over in his grave, just going, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Fucking
using-"
hate beer. I only drink $4,000 bottles of cognac.
Oh man, I remember being in when I was in Miami one time. I went into this club when I was younger. I went in this fucking nightclub and it was meant to be the biggest one in America. It was in South Beach.
Where the fuck is South Beach?
South Beach is like the main part of Miami that you see on everything. So Miami cities, there's like water in between. Like it's like almost like a little island strip, and you cross a bridge over to South Beach. That's where all the nightclubs and
that's where everything's going to be underwater in.
Couple South
years.
Beach,
Yeah,
gone, gone.
Yep.
Haiti,
gone,
already gone. Yeah, so
it's supposed to be like the biggest nightclub in America.
yeah, and I went in there, and I don't.
Who the fuck has their phone on?
It's not.
Hey, whose phone isn't on silent?
It's on the computer.
What whose computer isn't on silent? Nah. Who's calling you?
Yeah, we'll just have to cut this bit out.
That's fine. Who cares?
Scotty. It's popping up in both.
It's a fucking FaceTime, is it?
Yeah, he's faced. I don't know. Yeah, he must.
Should have answered. He'd probably show you his dick or something. That could be interesting.
Oh fuck! All right, we're back after that little fucking thing. So yeah, I was in South Beach. I was in this fucking big nightclub, and yeah, and I've never been to Florida before. Never seen what goes on. I've seen hip hop videos and R&B videos. Didn't think that shit went down in real life, right?
When was this?
Oh, this was like years ago. I was 22, I think, a long time ago, almost 10 years ago. So
2007 or something. Yeah.
Maybe 09, 08. Yeah, maybe 2008 or something.
Okay.
Somewhere around then. It was when LeBron James joined the Miami Heat.
Fuck, I don't know when that was.
But
hey, look, what color am I? You think I know when fucking basketball dates
well,
are?
one of your arms kind of black.
It is actually fairly dark.
Actually, our hotel that we were at, we were just staying at this hotel, and this dude, everyone's like, oh, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade's joined the Miami Heat, and it's their welcoming party at this hotel. And they're like, go down to the pool. It's this huge party, they're going to be there as guests. And we're up in our room, and it's looking over where all the cars are pulling in, looking, the fucking concierge or whatever.
Yeah.
We're looking over that, and all these like Bentleys and Ferraris and everyone's pulling in, dropping people off. And we go down to the pool. And it was like me and my missus at the time, and like, and her friend and her boyfriend, and we went down there for some drinks, and we're like sitting in this fucking pool area, right? And I'm not kidding. Wait, it's only non-African American people there. I'm not even talking this up though. So we're sitting there having a drink, and I didn't know too much about basketball. I mean, I'd heard of I hadn't even heard of Dwayne Wade. I'd heard of fucking I can't even remember his name.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yeah, I think everybody's heard.
Yeah,
of LeBron.
everyone's heard of LeBron James. So we're sitting there, and and this part. It's just out of I'm like, this is a fucking R&B video. What's going on? There's chicks walking around full lingerie, high heels. You know, it's like that full show
It's
of money.
Man, it's money.
Yeah, but I swear I looked at half these people. I'm like, you actually rich, or did you hire that Bentley for the weekend?
They do, man. They fucking do that shit.
Yeah. And so actually, so this we're sitting there, and actually, this is one funny thing that happened. This pretty fat chick walks in. Like, she's quite big. She walks in. She's got real skimpy clothes. Like, she's actually got proper lingerie on, and she's big. And she walks in, and there's this big black dude, security guard, you know, like quite burly, funny dude. And she walks in, and I just turn around and see this dude go, "Oh, hell no!" And he's like, "Oh," and he's like high-fiving his mates. He's looking at us laughing. I was like, "Oh, I was losing it laughing." It was like just his reaction, man. I was like, you can't write this shit. It's so fucking good. And then we're sitting there having a drink, and there's these two young kids, like skater sort of looking kids, walk in. And they're like the only other white kids there, and they look over at us and point, and they're like taking photos for the event, and they fucking point us out and start laughing. They're on the other side of the pool, and they come around.
Fuck you, white boys.
They're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here? You stick out like a sore thumb. This is hilarious." And we're like, "We're just staying at this hotel, you know. Like, I have no idea what's even going on here."
We're Australian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they were like, "That's fucking hilarious." Yeah, but it was such a different experience. Hey, I was like, it was like a rap video. I swear it was an R&B video or something. I was like, that actually happens in real life. Like,
yeah, it's a money thing,
And-
mate, definitely.
yeah, and when we were at this club, I went to this club. I think it was that night later on, and we're there, and you walk in, and there's nowhere. It's all table service. So you got to book a table, and they're like thousands of dollars, and otherwise you got to stand in between these people's tables. So we're standing in between tables. It's like table, and like a walkway and tables on the other side, and there's sort of red ropes blocking them off, and just everyone's sitting there with their crew. You'd like lean into the rope, and some cunt would just push you and just be like, "Get the fuck out away!" And it's that like anal.
Jesus.
And then every 5 seconds, someone would come out with like, a $2,000 bottle of fucking champagne with sparklers on it. Like a girl would come out and bring it out, and it'd be going off. And these dudes, like sort of hip hop looking dudes, are standing there, like making signs with their hands, like point to the girls they're with and stuff. And they'd hold it over their head when they got it there, and hold this bottle, and they'd be like, everyone's like looking at them like, "Yeah, I just ordered this bottle." And yeah, and they're sitting there with their table, and it's just like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Is this real life? Did I have to step into an R&B video? Well,
Yeah,
it was
it's
just such a
culture,
weird thing
eh?
for me, because I was like, I didn't actually think that happened. You watch these fucking shitty ass videos. And another thing I literally saw a dude rolling down the main street like a guy was driving a Mustang convertible, and there's a guy sitting with his feet on the seat up on the back of the Mustang with a roll of money, waving it in the air like a roll up. And I was just like, is this a real place? Is this a joke? What's going on here?
What is this place called?
It was South Beach in
South
Miami.
Beach.
Yeah.
Oh no, what was a nightclub called?
Oh, I
Don't
can't
remember.
remember, man.
Yeah.
It was so fucking long ago,
That's
eh?
fucking hectic, eh?
Yeah.
It's such a weird culture, eh? Like, especially because, like, it's no secret, like, Black Americans have, usually are economically in the lower tier, but there's like poor black ghettos, and then there's like driving around with your feet up, flashing money around.
There's like
buying
no in between.
Yeah, and it's such a crazy culture because that's like the way they. I guess because they grow up poor, and then they're like, so rich, we're just gonna fucking go.
Well, that's where it all
balls deep.
started from, hey? Because a lot of these people, started in the ghetto and came from a rough life. And these ones that made it out wanted to show everyone what they'd done. So I suppose they were proud of what they'd done, which rightly so they should have been. And so they're flashing, jewelry and cars and everything around.
But
And
that doesn't really exist in other cultures, Like,
no, that was just the American.
yeah, the African American
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I mean, obviously, white people, fucking Europe, like everybody does it to a certain extent, but not to the point where, like, for them, it's like if you become rich, it's almost like you got to waste money on dumb shit to prove that you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just the white people in the ghetto are never fucking good enough at hip hop to ever get famous.
Except that
until
one
Eminem. Yeah. Till Eminem came out and they're like, ah.
But even still, he's been the only one. It's been.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's Yellow Wolf and there's some.
Yeah, but I don't know who the fuck that is.
I'm not super balls deep in hip hop. I don't mind some of it. Yeah, it's
no one like on the.
we're
no
like
one like Eminem.
We're like hip hop guys. Like it'd be like hip hop guys talking about metal, and we'd be like,
I know.
"Oh, you fucking shut the fuck up."
Someone's listening right now, just opening their fucking vein in their wrist, like, please end it right now.
I hate these people.
You fucking morons. Who the fuck is Yellow Wolf?
Yeah. And then they go back and listen to our other podcasts and they're like, oh, they are morons. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, we never denied that we're morons.
Well, it says that we're morons on our Instagram description, so that's our disclaimer, and go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, go. Actually, we haven't told many people to go fuck themselves lately, so yeah, go fuck yourself.
Do you want to do some current events?
All right. Let's do some current events.
I want to talk about the first one. Mate, Michael Keane's done it again.
Yeah, so that was obviously one of mine too, but yeah, of course.
It's a big...
Your balls deep in that, so you...
Well, I just really like the Faceless.
No, I want to know what happened because I just saw an article before that there's a bit of a battle going on between...
Yeah.
I didn't get time to read to keep up.
So what
with
happened
all
was, in one day, the whole band quit except Michael Keane.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then the Faceless put a statement out. I don't think Michael Keane wrote it. I think it was their publicist or something. Said that they had already contacted other musicians and they wouldn't be cancelling dates and it wouldn't be a problem. Blah, blah, blah. Everything's all good. And then later on, Michael Keane made a post, I think it was on Instagram, and he basically said, because I actually didn't realize this, but these guys have been in the band for 4 years.
That's like a long stint
That's
for them.
Fucking long.
12
for the Faceless.
minutes is a good stint.
That's fucking long for
I'm
the
pretty
Faceless.
sure I might have been in the Faceless once.
And yeah, Michael Keane posted on Instagram, not even on his personal account, on the Faceless account, or over the last 4 years, I've experienced all these betrayals and been treated like shit and really unprofessional, blah, blah. Just talking shit about the guys that left, basically.
As he's smoking a crack pipe?
No.
I've been betrayed.
No, here's the thing. See, everyone thought he was a crackhead because he, I guess he just had that look, his cheekbones are really prominent. He's really skinny.
Looked like that old show, Funny Bones. That cartoon.
I
Funny.
remember that.
In a dark house, there was a dark.
Holy shit. That's fucking going back. I remember that, actually. That was a good show.
Crackheads. The original crackers had a crackhead dog. There was a little crackhead and a big crackhead. There's a big skeleton.
Oh, man. Taking me back now. Yeah, so he posted that on the Faceless's Instagram. And then I think his name's Ken Sorcerin. I'm mispronouncing that, I'm almost certain. But he commented on it, who was the vocalist that left. And he pretty much said something like, oh, there you go, shifting the blame again away from you as if it's not your own fault. You stole money from the band. You stole money from us. You had all our equipment sold that we had in a storage shed that you failed to pay rent for, and they seized and sold it just so you could fund your heroin addiction. you missed flights because you were too fucking high.
Dude's a junkie.
Yeah, and everyone like thought he was addicted to meth, and it turns out he's a heroin addict. Yeah.
Well.
I mean, if you to believe what Ken Sorcerer has said, and being in a band with Michael Keane for 4 years, you would think he's fairly close.
Well, I mean, they're well, probably the two worst drugs out there. So.
Yeah, it's just and everyone's just
Either
roasting
or.
him like, "Oh, you're a fucking piece of shit," and blah blah blah. And it's just fucked, man. Because like, if you've been close to anyone who's like actually gone through an addiction.
Well, it's not choice, is it? They don't
Yeah.
get a choice in the
And
matter.
like,
you know?
it's just such a shame. Michael Keane, I remember when I was young and they released Planetary Duality, people were losing their mind at his guitar playing. He's a absolute freak. And he still is an insane guitar player, but you got to ask the question, what would have been had you not developed this addiction? You probably would have been one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
We said this before, man. Like, so many talented artists, some of the best, always are fucked up, and those sort of people are so inclined to develop drug addictions. People a little eccentric, or well, quite a lot eccentric.
He's on the far end of the scale. He's very eccentric.
Yeah, those sort of people are always seem to develop drug addictions at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, it's just fucked. And like people say, oh, it's just idiots on the internet, but that does affect people. Like people saying you're a junkie, you should kill yourself. You're a piece of shit.
Oh, is that how bad it?
Oh yeah, people are saying that on the Faceless page.
People are savage, hey, and it's like, the funny thing about that saying, yeah, you're a piece of shit, you should kill yourself. What it's like, what the fuck did he do to you?
Yeah, it hasn't affected you. There's still Faceless albums coming out.
And what he has a problem.
Yeah.
And it's funny that everyone sits behind their keyboard and
like they're fucking perfect beings with no problems.
And half of these people are probably fucking smoking meth as they're typing this shit.
Everyone's got something, Everyone's got something, whether you're addicted to video games or sugar, coffee, maybe it's working out, maybe it's a healthy addiction, Everybody's got something that they love to do. For some people it's fucking sleeping.
Well, it's just unfortunate that, yeah, like you said, that it's just drug addiction is self-destructive. So is alcohol addiction. You can, and there's a difference too.
You would know about alcohol addiction too.
Hello, darkness,
my old friend.
Yeah, so, but it is. Oh, you fucked me up now. But people see, like, would see someone that drink. There's a difference between someone that drinks a lot or maybe takes drugs recreationally. There's a difference between that, or even someone that takes drugs too much. There's a difference between that and someone's addicted, like someone's life is being destroyed by their addiction. They have no control over their own choices even, they just revert back to this no matter what, even against their own will.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. It's the problem when someone will put something ahead of anything in their life, friends, family, anything they love, and they don't even want to do it. Even their own life, they're reckless with their own life. They'll do this, and they almost feel like they're a prisoner of their own vices.
Yeah,
and that's like people should think about it, because these people don't like him, Michael Keane, for example. I'm sure he doesn't want to fucking do heroin. Most of them. I mean, he's got one of the few people that has that great opportunity of being in a well-known band that gets to tour the world, and he can't fucking do it because he has a vice that literally controls him. And I mean, the problem is they do end up burning a lot of people, and that's a conflicting thing, because it's like you feel sorry for him, but you get burnt as well. So I understand that, but
it's a tough one, man. But people are like, oh, he's not an addict, he's just a fuckhead. Like, this is all those comments. They were getting to me, and I was like, fuck, I hope he doesn't go through and read these, but I know he does, because he replies to a lot of them. And it's just people who don't fucking know. Like, he's stealing money from the band. He's not showing up to shows. He's not showing up to flights. He had the whole band's storage shed got sold because he couldn't pay the rent. If that doesn't sound like an addict to you, you don't know what addiction
Well,
is.
yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Well,
He's just putting his addiction in front of everything else because it's like having a fucking ton of bricks on your fucking head, and the only way to get rid of it is to go and do the thing that you know you can't do.
Yeah, and you turn to a piece of shit, unfortunately. But doesn't mean you're not a fucking terrible person. You're a person that needs help.
Yeah.
And you're not a person that, people saying you're a piece of shit, you should kill yourself, stuff like
Those
that.
are just fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's like, no. How about get them help and help them to be the good person that they were,
And all the research, it's not even a fucking question anymore. Addiction is something that you're either born with or you're not. Some people can do ecstasy on the weekend once, twice a year, maybe a couple times in their life and never think about it again. Other people do ecstasy once and all they can think about is drugs. And that's all there is to it. And it's just people just have a genetic predisposition to it, or you don't.
I remember when I was younger, people saying to me that you have heroin once
And you're a fucking addict.
and you're an addict, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, as you get older, I think that was something in the 90s just to put people off doing it.
I think so too, but I also think there's a truth to that.
Well, if you're one of those people that has
exactly.
is susceptible to addiction,
Yeah.
of course you're gonna have it once or twice and gonna be addicted. But I mean, we drink beer on this fucking podcast. If you got susceptible to alcoholism, probably gonna be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
From just doing these fucking
Alcohol's
podcasts.
a fucking
But
bad one too, yeah.
Luckily I don't have that thing.
Yeah, the first hint I had that was bullshit about drugs. I was pretty young. I remember my dad telling me, which probably actually is bad parenting now I think about it. telling me
dog gun.
when I was pretty young that he knew like completely functioning heroin people who used heroin recreationally. Like they would get home Friday night, do heroin Saturday, do heroin Sunday, and go to work all week and not do heroin.
How weird is that? Also, it's weird. Like, I'm just gonna do heroin and lay around a fucking piss-soaked mattress all week, and then put my suit on. And
Like,
go to work.
I think that's like another misconception. Is
No,
you do
no.
heroin, you're just like,
Yeah. Oh
know,
man. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's yeah. But I remember
I
being
heard
young and
about-
thinking that's fucking insane. I thought heroin ruined your life the minute you looked at it.
well, I've heard about professionals, people. I won't give it away, but people in quite high professional positions
Coke,
will do heroin
heroin.
once a month. Just their thing. Just like
Jesus,
I do, just go and just bang up heroin
bit of
once a
stress
month.
relief. Just fucking
So strange, like even the thought of whacking a needle into your own arm. It's like, for me, it'd be like, my life is fucked. Like, what has become of me? But
yeah, it's not something
yeah,
I could ever do. I don't think. But you know, you don't have that thing in your brain, so you're lucky. Yeah. So I mean, I just feel sorry for Michael Keane at this point. I just,
and
I
it's like everything. Like, if you feel that way, put yourself in that fucking position. Try
and understand what that feels like.
because he really, everyone's judging him. What is he? He hasn't done anything fucked up to people. Like, he hasn't. Well, from what
Maybe fucked over a few bandmates, but he hasn't hurt anyone or done anything super crazy. You know.
Yeah. And also it's understandable. This is the thing about drug addiction. It destroys families, friendships, because people start doing this shit because they put it ahead of all those things, and they'll do anything to get the drugs. But it's I think you can be mad at someone, but also you still got to be there for them to help them if they reach out, because people will hit their lowest low, hopefully at some point, and want to change, and then those people that are good people beforehand, they'll always regret doing that stuff. And in my opinion, if you've never hurt another person, fucked up someone's life, you can always come back from it. I mean, if you've hurt other people physically or done some really bad things, I don't know, you're gonna have a hard time coming back from it. But if you've fucked people over with money or done stupid shit, and you turn your life around, everyone's gonna be like happy to see you back on track, and
Yeah.
people are pretty forgiving. So
I think most people end up doing something fucking bad that hurts somebody's feelings and fucks somebody over.
yeah,
The question is whether you fucking realize it or not. Sometimes you do dumb shit and you don't realize. But yeah, anyway, moving on from that.
yeah. So don't judge, because it can happen to people close to you.
What is the saying? Don't throw stones in glass houses or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't throw stones in glass Barbies.
You fucking dog.
Oh fuck. So yeah, actually, did you hear that they've made bionic contact lenses?
I actually heard about this quite a long time ago.
Yeah, so they've obviously been developing them for ages, but
It's better than 2020.
3 times better.
Yeah.
And they started testing him last year, I think in June or July, and they're aiming for March. They could possibly be available to the public March this year, but
It's March already.
yeah, well, okay.
Are they available?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sick of these fucking glasses. I need them.
Yeah,
My eyes are fucked.
man, the way it works was crazy. So I was watching one of the scientists give a public speech on it. Like, in short, they make a tiny incision in your eye, and they basically replace the lens on your eye.
The RSA with a
Yeah.
mechanical one.
Yeah, because they say that it starts, as you get older, it starts to deteriorate and proteins form around it, and it deteriorates everything in your eye as well once they start to deteriorate. But this goes in front of your eye and adapts to the muscles and works the same, but it has way less stress on your eye than your actual lens, or I'm not sure about the actual term, but the actual lens in your eye, and it so your eyes don't tire out like they would.
Yeah, right.
And it works with the muscles in your eye. But the lenses, they can also change them as well. It's like a little, almost like a mantelpiece. This lens goes over it.
I guess they would make them specific to your eye as well.
Yeah.
So they'd probably be fairly expensive because they.
But they inject it in there. And it
Yeah, but you don't wear glasses, so I don't know if you've had your eyes test, but
Hey, I've got 50-50.
You mean 2020?
1,000.
So you've got bionic eyes.
Yeah, but my eyes, I'm an android. I'm Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, the way it works is usually your eyes aren't the same. So my eyes are different. My left one's way better than my right one. And there's no you can't just have small, medium, large, and that covers everybody. Everybody's eyes are certain, you know what I mean? So they'd have to be actually tailored to the person. So that I think they'd be pretty fucking expensive, to get that.
Yeah,
done.
but like everything, I suppose they'll come down. Every new technology is going to be unaffordable for the general public for a fair while, but
yeah, because I've worked with this chick who actually used to work at the end of your street here. And she got her fucking eyes lasered. This was in 2008 or 9. And I think it cost her $8,000 or $9,000 per eye. And it's down to 3.5, 4 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's only, okay, it's 10 years, but yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's still, in the long term, you'll spend that much on glasses.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so.
And apparently, so they said your eyes, when you're looking through glasses, your eyes are straining all the time, and you get tired eyes, you get headaches.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Whatever from glasses. So that's what they were saying about these bionic eyes. They are way less strain on your eyes than your actual eye, your actual eye lens.
Yeah,
so
right, I see what you mean.
What he was saying is your eyes won't tire out ever, and you'll have 3 times better vision. So if you can see,
it's like eagle vision. I might be able to see my own dick from up here, actually.
Yeah. without a magnifying glass. Oh, I have a dick. Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's pretty.
So if you have a micro penis, get on that shit now. Invest. Go and invest in that shit.
That's pretty normal when you get your eyes checked. Every 12 months, you get new glasses, new prescription that you have a headache
Wait.
for about a week.
Don't have glasses.
Pretty fucked.
Fucking 4-eyed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wow. Imagine living in a time where people actually called you 4 eyes seriously and thought that was an insult.
Yeah. Hey, 4 eyes. And you're like, can't
Can't
believe
so
you
upset.
said that to me.
Mum, get mum.
Get mum.
What else you got, man?
Well, I was thinking, do you want to get another beer?
Do you want to piss? Because I need to. Yeah, all right, we'll do a quick break. We'll be back.
We'll get another beer.
Back.
Am I a bad person because I idolize Alf Stewart?
Ah,
I haven't. That's a serious question. Am I?
well, that depends. Do you idolize the real Alf Stewart or just Alf Stewart from YouTube?
Well, that also.
Because if you idolize
that
the
also
real Alf
depends
Stewart,
if what you class as the real Alf Stewart. Because I class the real Alf Stewart as the Doodleburger Alf Stewart, and the other one's a fucking
I
lie.
was going to say, if you class the actual one from Summer Bay as your idol, you're a bad person.
Yeah, the actual.
Yeah. If you like the other one, then you're a good person.
The Doodleburger.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Doodleburger.
the Doodleburger one. He's the real Alf Stewart. I'm the one in Summer Bay. He's fucking putting it on. The real Alf Stewart has a rape dungeon. He's
Hates Mexicans.
hates Mexicans.
Hates weird shirts too.
And also, if you don't know what we're talking about right now, go and look up Alf Stewart Doodleburger.
You can't anymore, man.
No, it's still on.
Is it?
there. Yeah,
Ah, it was gone for a bit.
I still watch them regularly. No, they have deleted
Ooh,
a
that's
few of
weird.
them. But I don't know that I swear it's possibly one of the things I find the funniest that I've ever seen
That's
in my
hilarious.
life. It never fucking gets old. I
It is hilarious.
still
It's
talk
so
about it at least once a week. Close.
good. Yeah, so we grabbed we got a bootleg beer. Bootleg did a fucking tap
Oh.
takeover at Maine today. I think I talked
That's
about it. yeah.
interesting.
This is a gose. A gose.
Bootlegs are
Gose.
local. Well, not local, but
Margaret River, yeah.
yelling up sort of area. Or
Says
Metro
Margaret
Cup,
River on the
maybe.
bottle.
Yeah, they all say Margaret River because Margaret River's world renowned for their wines.
Ah,
So
okay. It's more
I think-
recognisable, yeah.
yeah, they just use. I'm pretty sure it's Metro
Oh,
Cup.
Willie Abrup. there you
Willie
go.
Abrup.
Yeah.
Okay, so where we stayed was Willie Abrup.
Oh yeah, it was too. Yeah. Yeah. This is a pretty decent intro to a ghost, I reckon, because it's not really sour.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we did just drink that, and it's probably coloured the taste of it a bit. But yeah, I don't mind this. I tasted it before. I'd
it's okay.
ruined my palate with the Frutulus Lupulus, and it was
Yeah,
nice.
it's not super sour.
Nah, it's definitely not. It's barely a ghost, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's almost more of a
Oh, it does. Yeah, I don't
not
know.
much though. It's
It's
pretty
like
subtle.
quite a mild goes.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't know. Bootlegger to me are hit and miss. Like some of their beers are amazing, and then some are they're not bad, but they're not really stand out. But then some
Yeah.
of their beers they do are really good.
See, that's
Also,
weird.
one
That's got a fucking like pale ale aftertaste, but when it's in your mouth, you're like, "Oh, it's not bad." It's
that's because it doesn't. It's not a traditional goes.
no, it's different to what you'd expect. Oh yeah, not bad though. Worth a try. I do like bootleg beers.
That brewery, man, is one of the nicer breweries to go to. Hey, have you ever been there?
Nah, I didn't know. I was fucking too hungover when we were down there.
Yeah, none of
leave
us
the
went
house.
there. I think it was a little ways away, but it's a nice brewery. They got a big lake at the front, and a lot of big grass area, tables and chairs. Well, you can have you can just sit wherever and drink beers. So I remember one time I was there, and there was a few of us, and we're all having beers. And then a couple of boys disappeared, and it's packed. Everyone's sitting out on these tables on the lawn. Look over, and there's like two of my mates just running from behind the building in their jocks, just out of nowhere, just piss boy, and just dive, just fucking belly flop into the lake. in front of the whole pub. And it's just this shitty lake. Like, you would not jump in there.
Oh, that's crook.
Oh, it looks so fucking funny, though.
I wish someone had filmed that.
So I heard another current event, Cardinal Pell's at it again, is he? Pell's Bells. Pell's Bells.
You got some kids in your basement.
Pell's Bells.
Yeah. I can't remember the exact number. I can't remember if it was 12 or 25, but there's a bunch of new charges laid on old mate Cardinal Pell. Today, was either today or last night. Yeah, so if you don't know who we're talking about,
One of the worst people in Australia. It's like the Bernies, Cardinal Pell. Actually, Bernies, Hobart shooting guy, Cardinal Pell. Oh,
is he
no, he's probably above that guy.
He's a Catholic priest though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
you know how he was hiding over in the Vatican.
Yeah, he came back.
And I love how the Vatican just hires people. They're like, no, we won't extradite him. He's a raping pedophile priest.
Yeah. So
what do you think we're doing at the Vatican?
Rewind a little bit. So, apparently most of the fucking things he did were in like the 90s or something. Eh? Like he did some fucking horrible shit to. I mean, at this point, it's like standard Catholic fucking priest.
Basically was a good Catholic.
Yeah, molested a bunch of young kids, and then fucked off to the Vatican, and then the AFP, Australian Federal Police, tried to get the Vatican to extradite him, and they were like, nah.
Hey, we've got 50,000 more versions of Cardinal Pell hiding in the back of the Vatican.
Yeah.
We ain't extraditing any of them because that's what the Catholic Church does.
It's just fucked, eh? Like, they've just continuously hid and protected pedophiles from the law under the guise of, he's a priest or he's doing the Lord's work. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've always wondered why does so many pedophiles? What's the
it's because they can't
psychology?
Fuck anything.
No, yeah. So I've wondered, is it because they can't fuck? Like, it's because of the strict rules that are applied to them,
priests,
or is it because those weird like pedophiles or whoever people with the worst people, are they attracted to that position?
I think there's two.
Or is it
that's
both?
an interesting question.
Do those people go after that position?
So you're asking, do pedophiles sort of congregate towards priests?
Yeah,
roles?
like, is it like, hey, we've got an opening for an archbishop, and some guy's like, I'm going to go and study theology for 4 years and then become a pedophile?
I think so, because if you're a pedophile, obviously the ultimate goal is to, do something horrible with a child, and that's an easy way to do it.
Do you reckon they do that, or is it do they turn people? Do they? Because like sexual oppression is like a huge, in my eyes, like it's a big, like, it fucks people up. You look at a lot of
not even sexual oppression, man. It's if you make anything forbidden.
Yeah, but I suppose that's what we're talking about, right? Like, sexual oppression really, like, can make, I don't know, it fucks people up. I'm not saying it just turns people into pedophiles or rapists or whatever, but it makes people, from what I've seen, I grew up in a religion that sexually oppressed people. From what I've seen, it makes people put a high priority on sex. Like, it's this fucking, and you see it with all the fundamentalist religions, Muslims, born agains, all these religions. Like, sex is some like crazy awesome thing, and it's just like, it's just a primal urge.
It's just something you
part
do.
of our evolution. It's not, and then like and it makes people weird. It fucks people up when they're oppressed sexually. And mate, I don't know, those people, like, are they oppressed into doing that, or are they those? Yeah, like I said, does it attract those sort of people?
I think there's a few different things going on there. So if I say to you, "Oi, don't ever think about beer again," you'll probably last 10 seconds.
Not even that. I wouldn't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, no.
But more than usual, because I told you not to think about it. So if somebody's actively telling you not to do something, human nature is to fucking do the opposite of what someone tells you. That's
So
just how
weird,
we
hey?
are.
Yeah,
That's just how it.
rebellious.
Oi, don't think about having sex with women. All you can think about all day is you know, having sex. You're trying to fuck something. You're trying to fuck something.
Trying to
Especially when
something.
some of these people go into the church when they're 17 or 18. Dude, somebody told me not to think about having sex with chicks when I was 17. Your body's like raging with hormones. You're basically walking around with a hard dick all day, every day, you know? And it's like you can't have sex. It's against God's will, blah, blah. So I think, yes, some of it is that it's forbidden, which makes it more attractive. Some of it is that you can't do it and then they go so long without doing it. You know, they might be 30, 40 years old and never had sex. I think that's part of it. Not as excuse at all, but there is, and this is a super unpopular opinion, and I understand why, but objectively looking at studies and stuff, people are born with something in their brain that makes them want to have sex with kids. They actually have different structures in their brain.
Well, 'cause some people, you know, feel that way and don't do it, don't they?
Yeah, I can't remember where I saw this. I actually had to write a report about pedophilia for a philosophy class.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was by choice. It wasn't one of the subjects, but I
Yeah.
messaged my lecturer and said I'd like to do this because it's actually quite interesting. The subject was, should pedophiles be allowed to import sex dolls that look like children so that
Yeah,
they can have sex with the children dolls instead of
That's
actually
been
having
a
sex with
big
kids.
thing, you know, with these new sex dolls. I've seen that a lot of articles about that floating around
Yeah.
Facebook. And yeah, that's a strange topic, hey.
Yeah, there was
to
like,
cover.
I specifically focused on there was two guys in Queensland that actually went to prison for importing one that looked like a child. So as I was doing that, I was looking at you know, all the evidence for why people do this, because you can't just, obviously, especially if you have a child, a nephew, a cousin, a young child in your life who's related to that you love, you would do anything to protect them. Your go-to response is, "I'll fucking kill that person," if they even look at them.
Well,
like
of course, but if it's your own kid, it's
Yeah.
obvious. Your natural. I don't have a kid, but if it's your own kid,
Yeah,
your natural response is to like, you do anything to my kid, I'll fucking kill you, and that's
yeah, yeah. Especially like there's hurting a kid, and then because that's how people, like in surveys and questionnaires and stuff, people actually rate killing a kid lower than molesting a child. So
it's because it's because it's the most fucked up thing. I think
it's one of the worst things you could do because of what it does to the kid. You know, like it fucks them up for their whole life. And because a lot of kids who get molested go on to molest other children, so it's like a never-ending cycle. But yeah, one of the weird things that I came across was that pedophiles who've admitted to wanting to have sex with children but never actually done it, they call them non-offending pedophiles, had their brain scanned in this huge study, and they actually found that pedophiles have different brains. Their brains are actually shaped differently. They have different structures in their brains. The way they're
shaped in what way? Like,
brains have like a
neurological.
No, like the actual physical structure of their brain is different.
Really?
So brains have all our brains have a normal physical structure. Theirs are actually different.
Oh.
They also fire the way their neurons fire under stimulus is also different. So pretty much, and like talking to these people and even asking young kids questions and stuff, like, I forget the specifics now, it was like 2 years ago, but all the evidence pretty much supports that these people are born that way and that they don't actually, obviously not all pedophiles are born that way. Like I just said, some of them are molested and go on to become that because they were molested, but some people are born that way. So the question becomes, how do you deal with that? These people are born that way. It's not their fault. They can't control it, but they've never molested a child, but they do have those urges. Do these sex dolls become something that we should legitimately think about?
Well, it's crazy. It's the same as talking about someone's a sociopath. They can easily kill someone and not give a fuck. Like, it doesn't.
Same
you ever
thing,
watched
the structure of their brain is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you ever watched that? The Iceman. That
Mm-mm.
he's like a serial killer. No, he was a hitman for the mob, and he killed over 100 people.
Oh, I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, and you
And
can watch.
he doesn't feel remorse or
Doesn't.
anything.
He's just like, I don't care either way. It just
It was like
doesn't
a job
really.
for him. He was like, it was Monday. I had to kill a couple dudes. They fucked up.
Yeah, and it's weird because most people, whatever you do in life, the trivial things bother me, give me anxiety,
Guilt
and most people, everyone you talk to,
Yeah.
something you say something to someone, and you're like, oh, I bet I sound like a fucking idiot.
Why did I
So
say that?
that-
I didn't mean it like that. Fuck. Remember
Yeah.
that time when you were 3 years old and you kicked a cat? You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, there's always things playing. It's
Yeah.
you're the enemy. Your mind's the enemy of you. It's
Yeah.
always playing against you.
Yeah.
But
Because that guy was like, I just kill people. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, it's so weird, and it's detrimental to society. But it's weird because it's almost beneficial for the person's well-being because nothing would ever bring him down.
Yeah, nothing bothers you. Eh?
It's
fucked
such
up.
it's a strange thing because it fucks. It's obviously if you're on an island, maybe those cunts just should be on an island by themselves with no one else to fuck with.
Well, I read something somewhere that like people who are successful in terms of like monetary advancement, like they're really well off and they have high powered jobs, a disproportionate amount of those people have sociopathic tendencies or are actually diagnosed sociopaths.
People in high position.
Yeah, like CEOs.
I've read that as well.
Yeah, like CEOs and managers of companies.
Because there's always this need to, you have to step on people a lot of the time to get
Yeah, a
those
little bit, yeah.
positions. And most people, I see it a lot. Probably everyone does wherever their working place is. There's always people that you watch people go from the bottom of the pile to those positions. They're never people you get along with. They're always cunts that are willing. At the last company I was at, it's just guys that are willing to shit on people and fuck them. Like, they don't care what your money situation is, if you have a family. Like, they'll have you fucking out on your ass to get ahead in life. And I suppose these are the kind of people that have the desire and the drive to get in these positions. So
yeah, not all of them, obviously. Some people would just have different priorities and are cunts.
Some people are just driven too by
Yeah.
passion. Like, I suppose there's people that are just passionate about what they do and driven.
Yeah, like if you want to be the fucking, I don't know, like if you want to be the greatest, like you fucking love ceiling fixing, that's all you think about. You love it.
Hey, if you do, piece of shit.
But some people
Yeah.
love weird shit, man. And like that's all you want to do. It's your life's work. Those people are going to do different shit to, you're just doing it for a job. It's not, you don't get home and think about, fuck.
You weren't meant
What
to
if
tell
I,
anyone how much of a skid I am.
Wait, what if I do a ceiling fixing with a different angle and you're not thinking about that when you're going to sleep? There's some people out there surely are.
Guys I worked with.
Yeah, that's fucking
Some
weird,
of the supervisors, like young guys, and you look at them. Also, always manipulative people that manipulate people, and I have real trouble with this. They always try and manipulate you, and I always will meet a guy like that, and within 5 minutes, I'm like, I know what fucking kind of guy you are. I've met a million of
You're
you,
a snake in the grass.
and you're not gonna manipulate me because it's so fucking obvious to me what you're doing. You're a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
And I'll play your game just because I'm just a pawn in the fucking game because I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's like, unless your job is your passion and
Those people are so lucky though.
yeah,
Yeah.
unless it is, you're probably not going to be that engaged by what you're doing and going to be going there trying to have a few laughs to get by, trying to listen to podcasts. listen to music, try to do things that make you forget about where you are.
Yeah, fucking sucks, eh?
It's so annoying, the percentage of for the everyday person. It's that's why this is actually why the idea of universal basic income is so cool. The percentage of people that really get to go and do what they love and spend their life doing it is so fucking low to the amount.
Yeah.
I mean, first world problems here for sure.
Yeah, but this is going to become an actual problem as robots start to take over our jobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they already
if you
have.
work in the transport industry, you should be fucking scared.
If you drive trucks in the mines, you're
Yeah.
getting fired. I
Well,
think
it's already
Rio
been
Tinto
happening.
just changed over to all automated trucks.
Oh,
so-
it happened quite a while ago, man.
No, like other people did. I think it's Rio Tinto. They just did as well.
No, Rio Tinto, because I was working sort of in that industry a little bit. Rio Tinto had one of their mine sites that was completely autonomous, probably 6 or 7 years ago.
It must have been another company.
Or
then.
maybe they just swapped their whole company over. But
Well,
one of my cousins used to be a train driver. He used to drive the train full of iron ore down from where did he drive? I think drove it to maybe Port Hedland. Anyway, drove from the mine to the fucking port basically, and they unload it, drive it back. He lost his job 10 years ago to a robot because it's a train. You know, it's easy, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. So it's going to happen. If you're driving a truck, man, you need to start fucking thinking about what else you want to do.
Fucking everything. We got 3D printers. Or construction will be gone, so they'll fucking probably 3D print buildings and houses.
They kind of already do, man. The way they put up those, you see it on, and they just have a wall already
tilt
built, and they
panels,
just tilt
yeah.
the cunt up, and they're like, hey, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, well,
They put a building up in like half a day. You're like, motherfucker,
well, they
what the
make
hell?
a huge 3D printer. It could just go through printing.
Well, they do have those already.
Yeah.
There's if you can literally Google 3D printed house, and you'll shit your pants.
I'm gonna have to do that.
Takes like 18 hours.
I'll tell you what. Who's got to be the most worried? After seeing that Boston Dynamics video, hey, these are
The whole of humanity needs to be worried.
no canines. Hey, if you're a canine, you're going to be obsolete pretty soon. You're going to be out of a job. They'll be like,
Nah.
hey, I'm human's best friend. And you see these robot things. The dogs have got to be like, fuck, I've got to pant way harder and look at him way more
Nah.
lovingly.
Nah, never, because dogs actually love you. Robots can't love you like a dog.
I was joking.
Nah, you were
Fucking
semi-serious.
cocksucker.
You were semi-serious. You were hoping everyone would replace their cats with Furbies.
I actually am down with that.
I am too.
I'll replace cats with those.
A pile of
what
shit.
are those? Yeah,
Pile of shit.
A
would be more
pile of
useful,
shit will do.
honestly.
It'll stink less. Well, those
Actually,
Tamagotchis.
so
We'll replace cats with Tamagotchis. You remember those fucking shitty ass things that people hung on their keyring?
Yeah, I had one, man.
Yeah, I
and
had
then went
one
on
too.
holiday, left cunt at home, came back, cunt was dead. Just
Yeah.
shit everywhere on the screen.
Hey, it's better than having like a goldfish. You know, you like blink and they die because
Oh, they're pretty. Man, you can kill them by giving them too much food.
well, they are the
Fucking useless.
most useless pet. Yeah, I remember having them and coming back. I went out somewhere and came back
Cunt's
dead.
just
I'd had it
floating.
for about 3
Just
milliseconds. The
guts up
cunt
on the
just
top of the
float.
tank.
Yeah. I like it how they're like swimming around. They're like, you know what? This water's not good enough for me. That's it. I'm dying. Blech.
Yes,
I'm dead.
being a fish is pretty hard. I'm pretty sick as.
You know what?
I'm really
This is-
stressed out. I've been going to uni. My wife's pregnant.
You know, I like this is a nice fish tank and all, but the water's not to my taste.
I'm being oppressed by my owner. I'm basically a slave in a bowl.
You put a couple fish in there that I don't get along with.
Did you ever see those fucking fish that fuck each other up? The fighting fish?
Yeah.
I had a friend. This is actually kind of fucked up now I think about it. I had a friend. He was one of probably the first of us to get a job when he was like 14 at the McDonald's, and he used to spend all his fucking money on buying those fish and making them fight. Actually, he might have gone on to kill hookers. I don't know.
You always have a friend that I honestly had this mate, and he's calm right down when he had like torture chambers for bugs, and he just like burned things
Ah,
with
yeah.
magnifying glasses,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, we're like, it's gonna be a serial killer. Like,
See, some of that,
it's gonna be serial killer, but
some
just
of that's
turned
being
out to
a
be
boy,
hell chill,
some of
chill
that's being
bloke.
just a boy, some of it's you might be a serial killer.
Yeah. Well, I think if you move
Everyone's
on to
done-
killing animals,
It depends what
serial
animal
killer.
though. That's if you kill a puppy, you fucked up. You kill a crazy crab or something, no one cares. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
you kill a crazy crab by, knocking over the little thing it's in and accidentally treading on it. Maybe it falls
But
into
that's what I'm saying. No one cares.
falls into the pan and into a bit of garlic butter and
Wait, what? You eat crazy crabs?
it's crab. You
It's
try.
like this big.
I can't remember when I was young. Can't remember where it was. It might have been. But I remember going to a beach and there was this crazy crabs. I think it was up north. And crazy crabs is everywhere around.
Fucking like millions of the fuckers, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might
I've
have even
seen
been
that
when
too.
I sat in a public toilet seat.
Actually, when
Crazy
you're in
crabs.
Greece, maybe when you that girl and you were in Greece and
And
the pubes, with the
crazy crabs.
Yeah, that'd be
So-
it, actually, as well.
Some hairy Greek. Are you implying?
Some hairy Greek girl? That hell narrows it down.
Are you? I think you're being racist. You're
Hey, if
making
you're
up
Greek,
stories.
you're probably hairy.
I can't believe. Sorry, anyone from Greece.
No, you're hairy. Hey, you're hairy.
Hey,
Gross hairy too, like hairy ass arms.
that's so funny. Everyone always says. People always say Italian people are hairy. Hey, no one in my family is hairy. That's Italian. No one. Bald legs, shitty ass beards.
You do have shitty beards in your family. I'll give you that.
No,
Actually, you got good mustaches, but shitty beards.
Lindsay and Mick have sweet beards. Just me.
Really, I've never seen Mick with a beard.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't
Lindsay
grow
too.
because he reckons he looks like Jesus.
Well-
But yeah, like I think the whole point we were trying to make on this tangent is
I've forgotten.
Cardinal Pell.
Oh,
You
that's
are
right. That's right.
possible. I think he's the worst Australian in the last 10 years. You're a fucking
Maybe
cunt.
ever. He's up there.
Yeah.
Well,
You're a fucking piece of shit, mate. And also, fuck you to the Catholic Church. Wank of the week, Catholic Church. Wank of the lifetime. Wank of humanity.
I reckon we'll just do some music.
Oh.
It's been like 2 hours already.
Yeah,
Has it?
that's
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
But I just have one more current event, okay?
All right, one more.
Settle the fuck down, mate. You
Tell me how to
settle
live
the
my
fuck
life.
down. This is weird. So that girl went missing in Whistler, like a girl from Perth. Ages
yeah.
ago. She went
Yeah.
missing. They
They
found
find
her. In November, she went missing, and they found her at the bottom of a lake.
Someone
So-
killed her.
I don't know. It's weird. The article says nothing about her being killed. It seems pretty dodgy, but she went
How
missing.
the fuck else do you get to the bottom of the lake? You
Well,
just-
they searched the fucking lake. That's the weird. They searched this whole lake, never found her. She's at the
Oh,
bottom of
really?
the fucking lake.
maybe she was. So
But she was drinking out in Whistler, and then just at one of the pubs there, and then I don't know if she took a stroll. It doesn't say too many details about it, but
Mm.
yeah, she's been found. So condolences to her family. That's pretty fucking shitty, but
yeah, that sucks. It's I mean, at least they found her though. Like when you
that'd
when
be
you,
the fucking worst, man.
yeah, when you watch those murder shows and stuff, though, people are like, "Oh, it's horrible," but at least we found the body. It's like I guess that's some kind of
Well, it's because you don't. There's always
you know
that
what
thing about
happened.
what if they're still alive? Like,
Yeah.
what if
Yeah,
you know
what's them-
those stories you hear about people being kidnapped and held in
Yeah.
a basement for
Yeah.
20 years? That'd always be on your mind.
Yeah, that'd be fucked. I was just thinking that, if they searched that lake and there was no body, and then they search it again and there's a body, someone's obviously kept her
Yeah,
and then dumped her. Yeah, that's pretty
yeah. It's a
fucking
weird,
horrible.
weird situation, eh? Especially Whistler. Like, it's a pretty chilled town.
In
I mean,
Canada,
it's
yeah.
party. It's a
Not
pretty
really,
cool place.
Not really a place known for murders.
Matt, how actually? So I was out when I was in Japan. I was out in the Niseko is like basically the Japanese version of Whistler. It's the like party snowboarding or ski town.
Yeah.
So I was out there one night, and I was pretty pissed with a few boys. We were drinking at this pub. And I remember this guy coming up to me. There's this they have like a pub crawl organised, and they're all going between different pubs. And this guy's drunk as fuck. And he comes up and he's like, he's having a yarn to us. He's like, come and join our fucking group, whatever. We're doing this pub crawl. And we were like, nah, we're doing our own thing. We had a bit of a chat to them for a while, and they sort of went on to the next pub. We woke up the next morning, right? Had a bit of a big night, but there's all these people walking around the village, and they're like, we can't find our mate, and they're talking about this dude. And I was like, oh, that's the dude that I was talking to last night. And he was so trolleyed, like he could barely stand this dude. He's out of control. Then they were flying out that day, so they didn't go back. And I think they missed their flights. And then their mates found the dude frozen, just dead at the bottom of a snowbank. The dude just like passed out, fallen, and rolled down a snowbank and just froze to death. Because it was like -20 there, around that temperature, so it was cold as fuck. Poor bloke. Couple Aussie boys, over there, and ended up going home without their mate. Hey,
that's fucked.
Yeah, I was like, man, this fucking.
That could have happened to me. I've been drunk enough to do that.
Yeah,
just lucky it doesn't snow here.
Yeah, man. Well, man, Saturday night, I somehow woke up in my own fucking bed.
That's a fucking shit way to die.
Yeah, poor bloke.
I mean, I guess the only condolence there is at least he wouldn't have felt anything.
Yeah,
Just would have gone to sleep. Yeah, that's fucking horrible. Jesus.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Hey, that spun me out the next day. I was like, fuck it. Blew me away,
Yeah. I've heard. Well, on a lighter note.
Music,
eh?
I have actually a couple things I've been spinning this week. Hang on, let me open my phone.
Oh, before you go any further, I'm pretty hyped by this. I actually haven't been this hyped by a Perth release for a while, actually. I was pretty hyped for the Xeno release, actually, which turned out sick if you haven't checked that out. But Entropy, Perth band, they're like, I guess it's like super heavy deathcore. They've got, just last night, they announced that they're putting out their EP next month, so 24th, I think it is, 25th or something like that of April. I've heard the first.
I thought it came out last night.
I thought it was going to come out last night
You're
too.
A fucking liar.
Yeah, because when I talked to their guitarist,
Entropy, Zane's a liar.
Yeah, sorry. When I talked to their guitarist, he was like, as soon as we get it back, we're going to release it. And then, so when they were like 6:30 tonight, big announcement, I was like, oh, fuck, they're going to drop it. Yeah, but they didn't. But I've heard the first song. It's fucking sick. It's so good. So yeah, keep an eye out. It's going to be dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype around them. I hear heaps of people talking about Entropy.
Yeah.
Even dudes at work that I know
really?
that are in. Yeah, like they're actually quite a hyped young band around the city.
That's sick, man. They deserve it too. They're fucking really good live.
Yeah, I haven't actually got the chance to see them yet. So
yeah,
wouldn't mind.
Yeah. So what have you been spinning?
So this was only today, but there's two things I've been spinning. But today I found there's a band I really like from Russia called Stigmata. They're a metal band.
I think I know them, eh?
Yeah, they don't sing in English, but everything they do is so fucking catchy. I'm like, I wish I knew what they were fucking saying it. But the dude has such a sick voice. But I just saw that they'd put out a new album last year. I didn't even fucking know about it. So I was giving it, I only actually heard one song off it. And I'm not going to say it because it's in Russian. I have no idea what it even fucking says.
Is it in actual like Russian writing?
Yeah.
Like square blocks with lines to it? Oh yeah, that's fucked, eh?
Yeah, so, but like it's a little softer from their other stuff, but it's so fucking catchy. I heard it first listen, I was like, oh my goodness. There's that dude's voice and all his melodies are so fucking good. I wish they sung in English so I knew what they were saying so I could sing along because it's so fucking sick. But I really like that band. But
there's another really good Russian band called The Korea. Have you heard them?
No.
Oh, shittest name of all time.
The Korea.
The Korea.
It's just Kim Jong-un's band. He's actually Russian.
But they're like Russia's version of fuck, I don't even know. Like
Kim Jong Un.
no, like Tesseract or something. Like they're held genty, but they have this. They have some. They might have the greatest interludes on their album of all time. There's one that's like Hell Thunder, and then rain and shit, and this hell slow delay guitar riff comes in, and it plays for like maybe 2 minutes, and then this
You've got me already.
ridiculous sweeping saxophone solo.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
You need to show me this after.
Oh my god! But they're and their guitar riffs are sick, but it's the same thing. They sing in Russian. You're like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Hey, don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's funny because I still love it. I'll listen. There's a few bands I'll listen to. That's an Italian band I really like as well. Sings in Italian. There's a few bands.
Yeah, there was another Russian one called Sumatra back in the day. That was really
Sumatra.
Cool. Yeah, it was really good, but they sung in it was like technical deathcore, but yeah, they sung in Russian as well.
Yeah, Russians. Yeah, well, Slaughter to Prevail as well. Half of their stuff's in Russian.
Yeah. I guess you don't notice it that much when it's screaming.
When it's
like with screaming, it's more
it's gutturals and
it's more about like patterns and stuff rather than actual lyrics. But when it's clean singing, like we were talking about, you're gonna fucking notice it. Especially Russian, it's so different.
There's man. So this other one I listened to, I've seen their name around a lot, and I never got the chance to listen to them. I think it's a solo guy with a band, but they're called Chasing Ghosts.
Okay.
I've seen them. They're on a lot of posts. They do a lot of shows with, a lot of bands in our sort of scene.
Are they from Perth?
Nah, I think from Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
And the dude has put out a song. There's this female artist called Millie Tizzard. I love her voice. I actually really the song. She's only put out a few songs.
She's in the band?
No. She's done a guest on this song that I'm going to talk about. The song's called Death, and they put out a video for it, and it's so nostalgic. This video is fucking awesome. She has the voice of an angel. Like, I have heard I've always liked her her solo stuff, but she's never really done too much. Just put out a few songs here and there, but they're so good. Like, she does covers, I think, too, but her original songs are so fucking good. And she's done a song, this dude, and it's like got that real Australiana ballad like sound to it, and with her voice.
I'm suddenly not interested.
No, it's not.
We're not talking about.
No, not like that. It's more like real emotional ballad with just a tiny, slight Aussie twang to his accent, but really emotional. The songs are like really heartfelt songs, and the song's called Death
by
Chasing Ghosts.
Chasing Ghosts,
featuring Millie Tizzard, and her voice and his together.
Or?
No, but they seem to play with a lot of metalcore bands, and that.
What is it then? Like,
it's acoustic, like with a band.
Really? Yeah, right.
But
that's kind of like,
but it fits in with that scene. He's like a dude that is obviously
right.
I don't know the background on him. I only just discovered it a few days ago, but I think I listened to the album like 3 times in a row, and I was like, that song when it comes on, I was like, I want to listen to that like 100 times because it's such a fucking good song. It's just some songs that just get you.
Yeah.
Check that song out because it is actually so fucking awesome. Hey?
I'm trying to think. There was a guy.
Also, Millie Tizzard, can you come and just sing me to sleep every night because you are an angel?
There was a guy a while ago who used to do like, he does all acoustic shit, but he was doing like acoustic Parkway covers and stuff like this. He did a Carrion cover.
That's her boyfriend.
Oh, really? No shit. I was going to say because
Doyle.
Doyle. That's the one. Yeah,
that's her boyfriend, and he does songs. She's on some of his songs.
Ah, no shit. Yeah, because I was going to say he was weird too. Like he fit in with all the metalcore.
Yeah,
he was on like metalcore gigs, but he was playing acoustic guitar.
Yeah, because he was in Confession. He was the guitarist for Confession for a while.
Yeah.
So he was already D@C was already doing stuff before.
Yeah.
So I heard Millie Tizzard because she was on some D@C songs because I don't know if they still are, but they were dating at the time.
Mm.
And also D@C has the voice of an angel. Both those two, it's like
that Carrion cover he did just wrecked me out.
I know. So she does a similar. She's like the female version of him. They're
Got
like
that raspy
these two
voice.
angels that you just hear and you're like,
Hey, have kids now.
yeah, pump out kids with just these amazing voices. But those two singing together, and then this dude's got like a gruff, little bit of an Aussie twang to his accent. But it's just, I don't know. There's something about it that takes me back to being a kid. I hear it and I'm just like, oh, it's such a fucking great song. Hey,
Nice.
it's good. Check it out. Chasing Ghosts. Death by Chasing Ghosts. Yeah.
Nice. I'm keen. We'll listen to that after this. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
interested.
And we'll drink one of those juice trains, I reckon.
Nah,
Hey, I will.
I hate beers.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I've got two quick ones. One of them's hell weird, and you're gonna be angry when I tell you about this. You know Sia?
I love Sia.
Oh, really?
Well, Sia honestly has one of the most amazing voices. She's another female.
Was not expecting that.
Love.
Yeah. So
that song Chandelier is a masterpiece.
Dude, you should see it live.
But I know
my God.
See, in my opinion, this is what pop should fucking be.
Oh man,
Sia,
she is amazing.
You got like that. I am so impressed by that. And
she's so unique too. You watch her film clips, you're like, you're a fucking weird person. I like that. Like you're doing your own thing. Like it's her in a leotard dancing around a fucking abandoned building for 5 minutes. It's like you just did what you wanted to do. That was cool.
You know what I love about Sia is when she's one of the only female artists I've ever heard to break her voice to the point where it's like she's got that thing where her voice sounds like it's blowing out.
Well,
and
the reason I brought it up to you is because I was doing music for a quiz for my job, and I had to do like one artist with one name, like Gorillaz, Sia, Adele. So I did Sia and I did Chandelier, and I was trying to fucking download a song off YouTube and it wouldn't let me, so I had to use a live one, the live version of Chandelier. And dude, she immediately, I was like, holy fuck, she's got that plot in you voice breakup. She's
exactly, man. She has that. Dude,
she's like, you can hear her pushing her voice and it actually just goes sometimes, like nothing comes out.
That's why it's so not pop.
It's so fucking good.
Pop singers don't do that. She's so like different. That's what's cool. She's from Adelaide too.
Oh, I had no idea she was an Aussie.
Yeah, she's from Adelaide.
Oh, no shit. She's so tiny.
Is she?
She might be 5 foot tops.
Really?
She's small.
Wait, how do you get a voice out of someone like? She has the hugest voice. It's huge. When she did that chorus, the Chandelier. Why the fuck? Every other pop artist that's singing other people, some dude's songs that wrote the other 5 fucking pop artists that are big songs. Fucking take a listen to her.
Oh,
how can you be?
There's a
go and write your own shit.
There's some good ones.
No, there is. Like even Pink. Like I'm not a huge fan, but
no, but like I fucking actually can't stand Pink. No, I fucking hate her music, but she's undeniably good. You know?
Well, she also did an album with Dallas Green,
from
City and Colour.
Yeah.
And it was fucking. There's some absolute. I never liked it, and then I heard that, and I was like, oh man, she actually has an epic voice.
Yeah, definitely. Another one is Adele, man.
Yeah,
hear that chick sing live. If you don't get goosebumps, you might be a cyborg.
Yeah, you might be Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, you know goosebumps. Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Databerg.
Mark Databerg. Data Markerberg.
Yeah, so that was interesting because I was just I don't get into pop music that much, so I wasn't expecting it.
I don't feel hers is like real emotion. It's pop, but it's emotional, but it's not. To me, there's a difference between manufactured cookie cutter pop like you see on Australian Idol, American Idol. You know, someone singing someone else's songs. Because essentially that's what they are. There's someone that writes their songs, and you're a fucking amazing singer, and you go and sing the songs and you dance or whatever. But there's a difference between someone that puts their heart and soul into writing, someone writes their own lyrics and then sings it with emotion and try. Because for me with music, delivering. It's the delivery too. Like big thing. If you can make someone feel what you want them to feel through the sound of your voice and the way you deliver it, that's a fucking masterpiece. That's the amazing thing about music. That's why it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because it's a language. That Cat Empire song, and it's a reference that music is the language of us all. It fucking is, because no matter what country you go to.
We were just talking about it, man. It's Russian, but it's still epic.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it's
gives you goosebumps. And you can almost understand what they're singing about just because of the way they're singing it. You can at least relate to it and come up with your own idea. Just like when you hear a lyric or, you read a whole song, you relate it to your own life. And it doesn't almost matter what, like when we write or someone else writes, you don't expect people to relate it to your life. You want them to relate it to their own, and then maybe they relate to you through their own way. Everyone relates to each other like that. Definitely. And that's the cool thing about it.
That's the cool thing about music, yeah. Yeah, so there was that. Sia, that was a sleeper. Just randomly fucked me in the ass with a few feels I wasn't ready for.
Yeah. Couple tears shed.
And the other one, this will be a surprise to everybody listening, especially you, Josh. There's a new Tesseract song.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you like
Tesseract? It's already the most played song on my iTunes count.
Wouldn't have picked that.
No, it's fucking
closely
good.
Followed by Sia.
Yeah, very closely, actually. No, it's really good, man. There's screaming in it. Going back to like old school Tesseract, bit of screaming, bit more ambient vibes, pretty heavy compared to Polaris. Drumming is fucking ridiculous, but like subtly ridiculous.
Yeah, they're not a very talented band, so you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, it's pretty out of character for them.
Yeah.
The drummer's pretty shit, so.
Yeah, and they're pretty simple anyway.
Yeah, so that's a weird one for it to be so technical. No, it's fucking great. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, so I've been jamming that. It's called King, and yeah.
Well, there's some two good
big diversity this week.
Yeah, you wouldn't have thought, would you?
Sia, Tesseract, what was that Russian band?
Stigmata.
And
Chasing Ghosts.
And
also, we're not just saying this because we're fucking drunk, because we're going to come clean here.
A little bit drunk.
We were talking off air that I was a bit pissed after that first pint. Been working all day, bit pissed. Get over it.
We have drunk 2.5 liters of beer.
But yeah, that's a valid point.
I think it's time to
it's a valid point.
We better petition and have another one.
Yes. I think we better get the fuck out of here before everyone's like, why are you still here? And also my reply to that is, why are you still here? Good night.
Why are you still here? Why is anyone even listening? Goodbye.
Goodbye.